It's day 2 of our Splatoon Raiders journey. I've been really wanting to play more of this since I cut broadcast last night. This is how you know a game has been hooking the player really well. So we're going to be jumping back into the world of Splatoon Raiders, see how much more of that said story we can get through. As when we ended things last night, we hit a big story significant part of the game where we found an interesting piece of treasure that Shiver herself reacted to. So I'm curious to see where this is going to go, but I'm not going to delay this anymore. I want to play some Raiders. So I'm going to play me some Raiders. I'm just going to jump right into the game itself. Now, I did also look a little bit at one of the Splatoon Raider directs because I just wanted a little bit of clarification on some pronunciations of the new stuff. I always like to do my homework on that information, and now that I've played some Raiders, I feel comfortable to actually look at some of this footage. So I did, however, find out I was close to pronouncing the island name here. It's not 100% correct, but it's close enough. And when you're dealing with fictional worlds, you're bound to get something wrong because everything is just so made up. So here's a clip in particular from the Splatoon Raiders Direct talking about the main location here.
This location, shrouded in fog, is the Spiralite Islands.
Spiralite is how they're basically saying it in the direct. I've been saying it hail light. Like I'm reading it like it's hailing outside, but that's not really how they're saying it. So Spiralite Island is where we're at. Did my homework in between sessions, so maybe now we won't say it mostly correct. Now hopefully say it all correct. Alright, let's just jump immediately in. So we got some new islands here in the distance, and they look fiery. Yo, Mechanic, you're getting pretty good at raiding with us. I bet not everyone's as skilled as you are. Maybe you could assist people in need. So now it's telling me how to do the online function, even though we've already done it. It's a little late on that one. Offering help lets you attempt a dungeon in a party up to 3. Successfully help, you'll get a little nice reward as a help bonus. So by helping others, I can actually get rewarded too, not just make my quest easier. While we're at it, you can now tackle spicy raids in previous dungeons. Oh, this sounds like a hard mode. Spicy dungeon have tougher Salmonites, but also new treasure chests to claim. See the available dungeon map and their treasure chest in the dungeon menu. Offer help, challenge spicy dungeons, it's all there to try at your leisure. So what do we talk about with spicies? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yep, that's a pretty big bump in most of these areas. They're going up by at least 10 levels, if not more, on difficulty. Right now, I'm level 12, and the first level we went through, Spicy's at 14. So that's really saying something. And not every level is going to have one of the spicy raids. It doesn't seem like any of the Compass dungeons have them. But a majority of levels are seeing spicy things showing up. So that's a good omen. We can try one of these. Going back to the very first one here. But maybe I'm going to try to do the go help thing. So by doing this, I get a help bonus. If a player in need is found, you'll join them in a raid or begin. If you help successfully, you can earn a help bonus. Only question with this, what exactly kind of raid am I going to be thrown into, right? Let's go find out. I'm going to go help, see how this is going to work. Just try one of these just to start. It'd be a good way of just getting into the game for the night. Especially given how I gotta still get used to a lot of the new mechanics, mainly just with the gear system. So, it'd be good to help here. Oh, we're mainly starting off with the boss we ended on. Great. This is gonna be an interesting one. We all have different allies. I got Fry with me, which I wasn't able to use in the first encounter. We got a Shiver and a Big Man. So let's see what we can do. I don't know what the level's gonna be because I didn't see what exactly we got here in terms of like everyone's actual levels in the game. Alright, there we go. Skipped. Gotta recover some of that ink. I'm already kind of doing a decent amount here to help my team, but I'm running out of ink really fast. I know my slam's not gonna be doing too much, just because it's not a grounded enemy. But my boomerang can do a decent amount if I get a good shot out. Alright, now we get to do the power egg grind. Down a teammate already. We should probably get out of that corner so we can, you know, get ground here. All right, there we go. Power eggs are full. Hit him. I did notice my frying got replaced with Shiver. So I guess this is still story significant to have Shiver with you no matter what. Even when you're doing a help raid. That's not great. I'm gonna use this to get out of the way. I think it's starting to become invincible again, so back to grinding eggs. I'm out of energy here. Yep, I had a feeling. I don't know why I'm ouching like it's a Splatoon multiplayer match. Like I'm telling my teammates, watch out for this area, because I think they can tell there's danger. I'm just so used to doing that. I've had to do that for over a decade of playing multiplayer Splatoon. Oh, really? I just came back. I'm already in danger again. Well, thankfully, we got enough power eggs so we can just unleash. I don't have Shiver's special ready, unfortunately, so I'm going to just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Someone else had it ready, though, so that's great. Really love going to this corner, don't you? Almost there. Down that last little sliver of health. Now, of course, you gotta move right when we're about ready to deliver the final blow. There you go. Good. I don't care if I die in the end, because I think that boomerang was enough damage to kill the boss. What a way to start the night. Okay, I heard someone poof. So I don't know what that was about. Skip the cutscene. Skip the cutscene. Skip the cutscene. It's a lot of cutscenes. We've already seen all these, so we don't need to see any more of them. The other players think are watching them individually, so it doesn't really matter. So, new record. Gotta love all of that. And myself and Flounder were the two closest, but we had a level 50 with us, so they had a lot more skill level. I learned apparently in between sessions that the game does a really good job at scaling. We haven't been seeing it really here with how I've been playing the game, but if I squat up, then it'd be very obvious then. But got ourselves material loot, 5,000 of the crystals, so that's really helpful. Definitely needed those. Got a new weapon here with the balloon roller. You just call it the big swig. The interesting looking big swig. I'm glad I've gotten 5,000 crystals, because the problem I had in this game is I'm never keeping these things, because I'm always spending crystals. So now I can actually do stuff here with them. And it's good timing, because now we can upgrade our ship. So let's see what this does. Got a plan to make the hideout ship more comfy? Works for me. We at the beginning some nice rooms. Well, might be good if they had, you know, roofs. Sounds like a big job. Food first, then building. Tossing another one up there. Heave-ho! Looks like we're not really doing much of the work. They're actually doing the work, but to be fair, where are the brains of this operation? This is what the crane's for. Mechanic, do you hear what Mechanic? Yeah, don't worry. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. I'm the supervisor on this job. I don't need to lift a finger. I have to lift my finger everywhere else, so I get one break. It's a little bigger. Whoa, doesn't this look great? It's like night and day. Now we'll be protected. Rainstorms, Mori storms, you name it. Fry, don't let the Mori eels out. I don't want a Mori storm in this space. We just built it. So now we got new facilities. We can develop new gadgets. Test range is bigger. That's good. Great work, everyone. Let's take a moment to walk around the hideout ship and appreciate our handiwork. Catch you later. Oh, wow. The target range is so much better. This was like a little shoebox by comparison. This is massive. Hey, Canary. How you doing? I got this whole structure up here now for balloons, which is really nice for the long-range weapons. Feels like I got maybe like 2 more of these targets. Not that many, but it's better than nothing. In terms of stuff over here, take a look at our workbenches. I gotta develop gadgets anyway, so we'll start here. So we can do dash bomb, which I'm good. Tried it already, didn't like it. We got jump bomb. This is new. Jump with explosive force. Choose a direction with L and then blast away. So this is a high jump with an explosion on it. That looks to be kind of an interesting gadget. Don't know how powerful it's going to be, but it's good probably to get you out of a hairy situation. So got the spin wheel that we need to get, but we got the meteor mitt. Oh my. They're not even hiding on this one. This is just literally the splashdown special. I'm losing count of how many splashdown specials I have in Splatoon at this point. This is like number 5? They really love splashdown. I just gotta say, the devs of Splatoon just love that special. To the dismay of every Splatoon player out there, because none of us really care for it. Alright, and then this one, this is our last new thing. A tether wall. Connects you to a laser, extend it long enough, and it'll get thicker and deal more damage. So it's kind of like the balloons tether, because it's a similar idea with the bomb balloons. Because when you throw these out, they have the same damage tether radius, but this is not only a lot more powerful, but you have more directional control. I can't get any of these new abilities, it seems, because I'm missing... Oh, wait, actually, no, I can get this one, at least, with the meteor mitt, since I actually have the resources. It's going to cost 3,000 shards, though. That's a good chunk of my bonus I just got from doing the help mission. Let's hold off for the moment. One, I gotta do an upgrade, so let's do HP. If I'm gonna be playing online with other people and being thrown into higher lobbies, I'm definitely gonna want some more health. In terms of things here, we got... Obviously, we can't do the ship level yet. We need more story. But we got part development, which will give us... It looks more like when we get the drops from islands, we can convert those into chips. And then weapons scrapping. Scrap unwanted weapons, recycle them in the shards. We will definitely want that, because we have a surplus of weapons that we get in this game. And most of them we're probably not going to use. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Moving targets. That's actually really nice to have. This stuff doesn't matter as much to me, because if I really need to practice with these weapons... Guess where we can go instead? To have all the same things for free. It helps that I have all the weapons in Splatoon 3. But we're not going to be doing that. Ride rail, ink rail, place ride rails in the test range so you can practice moving. That's pretty interesting. Again, not super necessary, but I don't have that in Splatoon 3. The shot machine. Place a machine that fires ink in your test range, make it easy to check effects that are based on enemy fire. So this is like the dummy robot they put in the Splatoon 3 test range. This will shoot at you, so that way you can test your weapons, like, extra effects at that point, I guess, which is nice. I still have the arcade cabinet. It looks like I unlocked an extra game. I'm imagining it's gonna cost the 2015 for both of these, if I had to bet. I want to play these arcade games, so I'm gonna spend the 2015, and the next one's 2017. I think I know what this one's referencing. Did anyone say Splatoon 2? Not just Splatoon 1 territory? I feel like I just wasted my shards, because this is not helpful for anything but fun. Oh wow, you're really going old school with this look. So we have 3 different minigames here. Mining, hopping, and juggling. Let's start with mining. This is extremely, like, faded composite look on an old CRT. Oh, that does damage, so it slows me down. I thought I could just drill through it. This is a new kind of game, though, because I'm used to all the Squid games that they put on the Wii U gamepad from Splatoon 1, and then Squid Beats. That came back in Splatoon 2. But this, I'm not even sure what this is. This is all new. Music kind of reminds me of, like, DuckTales NES a little bit. That and Mega Man. Very similar. Like, it's like Capcom NES music almost. It's very similar. I wonder how long we can go, because it seems like every shard we pick up, that gives me a little extra time, but there's only so many shards I can get. And I don't want to hit any of the rocks, because I know it'll slow down to a point where I'll just fail. Because this kind of game, I think, is endless. Oh, hang on. We got a power-up. Makes me move faster, and I can drill through all the rocks without being stopped. So if I find power eggs, that's going to be a huge plus. We entered a new difficulty, I can tell, because it's now green. Oh, but hitting the wall really slowed me down, though. I lost all my speed. Jeez, that's a super sharp turn. I think this is it. I think we're done. I was in front of those crystals, too. That was so close. Rank B. I don't know there's a point to these games for, like, actual rankings. Like, do you unlock anything? I don't know. But I'm just going to at least play these once. And then we'll go from there. Say, this is like Breakout? Well, not really, because I don't want to get hit by anything. I lose a lot of time. It's almost 8 seconds. Each crystal gives me 1. This is almost like, what, the one minigame that's in Sonic Advance 3, I like to think, of, like, with the Chow Garden. Well, no, it was Sonic Advance 2, because Advance 3 didn't have a Chow Garden. It was only Advance 1 and 2. There was a minigame where Cream and Cheese kind of went back and forth on a seesaw, and you collected rings in the air. This reminded me a lot of that kind of game. Yeah, that one's the hard one so far, because it's super easy to hit all the enemies. So rank C. Last up is juggling. This one kind of looks familiar to me, because this is looking like the volleyball game that was in Splatoon 1. Oh, yeah, definitely not gonna get hit by that thing. Oh no, I actually want to whack this thing back. Okay. What does this slide do? I'm hitting the buttons, but I'm not seeing, like, a single thing happen. Oh, I control both Squid and the machine. Oh, I did not realize that. Oh, okay. I could be doing way better. I'm supposed to juggle both sides. Okay, I want a second attempt at that because I didn't know what was going on with the second side. I thought I was actually fighting against an AI, but I control both. I still don't know what the slide means. Like, I haven't seen anything change when I hold ZL and ZR when I move. Oh, it's like a burst of speed? Because it's barely doing anything. Yeah, it's like a burst of speed. Yeah, alright, so it's like a dash, essentially. You mainly want to focus on the fish, not necessarily the crystals. Yeah, I'll give you more points, but at the same time, it's very easy for you to probably just miss your targets because of that. I'd rather just continue the real loop. I think this game would be way easier if you had a player 2 with you. Use the Joy-Cons. Player 1 gets one Joy-Con, player 2 gets the other Joy-Con. That way, you can control both sides independently. I think this is a really good 2-player thing if you have someone else that you can just hand a second Joy-Con to. Oh, there's a 4th one. Oh, dude, this is getting overwhelming now. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in this. Because this is a lot. You really got to focus. Sometimes you might want to let one of your targets fall. You lose some health, sure, but honestly, it might be better just to reset. Get your bearings. How did that not fall? Alright, I lost the fish over there. Almost lost the fish on the squid side. If this is not at least a rank A, I'll be shocked, because I've been doing so well, and that terrible first attempt was a rank C. So, I hope this is an A. It's a B? Jeez, what are you gonna do for an A rank in this house? These arcade machines are no joke. So I got 2 Bs and a C. I'm gonna play more of those later. But for right now, that's all I can do. You can kind of actually see on the board. I think there are 4 games in total, because I see 4 different entries there. And we only have 3, so there should be 4 then. Alright, can I do the help thing again? Help bonus active in 2147, oh my. So, I gotta wait a whole day for the help bonus then. Because that's almost a 24-hour waiting period. Right? If, like, I'm doing that math right? That should be hours and minutes. Found out before from doing the go help to a mission. So, that's a very long wait. Alright, well, before we do anything else, we got some new outfits here. So, let's go ahead and check them out. So, I got this one here. Answer a call for help and clear dungeon and multiplayer. And then reaching the hideout ship level 2. Let me see what else I want to wear. I have all these I still gotta unlock. Wait a minute. These 2 are the same. The only difference is I just get a shorter shirt. To be fair, these are also the same too. It's just mainly the shorts to pants. Oh, I keep on hitting the R button to move the menu over more, but that doesn't work here. I want to do something else though on the outfit, so I think I will change it to this one, because I kind of like how this looks. It's like one of the Samurai outfits, but a little bit more casual. Yeah, I can't do anything else with these right now because I'm pretty much capped out on gadget parts. So let me see. You can break down by the rarity of the weapon, the type. But I want to keep it on probably the level for now. Because I want to try the new gun here. If we're doing one of these, we gotta have a strong weapon. We're going in for a spicy raid. I want to see how spicy works. Going right into the deep end on this one. First up, a hard raid to start with going online, and now just spicy mission. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the spicy missions for this first playthrough as much. I just want to try these to get a feel for it. But I think these are probably best to leave until you're further into, like, the story. And then you can also go online with friends and such to play this. I didn't get to finish that thought before because of all the chaos going on. Fry, you could have collected that egg. It was literally inside the cockpit. The thought I was gonna say before. How the online multiplayer handles scaling. It's kind of similar to, like, a Borderlands game at that point. From what I understand, it takes everyone's level into consideration, and the game scales the difficulty based on everyone's level and fractions it out at that point. It tries to min-max things. So if I'm, say, level 13, I pair with a level 30 player, I'm going to become stronger, and then the level 30 player is going to become weaker. So it tries to min-max the level system to keep the game as balanced as possible so that the strong players aren't overpowered and that the weak players just aren't helpless. I think it's a really cool system, and it reminds me, again, a lot of Borderlands, because the Borderlands games do that too, if you ever played one of those. But I think it's a pretty fair comparison, because I do feel like a lot of Splatoon Raiders kind of feels like a looter shooter, which is pretty much the Borderlands franchise. I wonder how that fourth game is at this point. Going into the talk, I guess, of Borderlands, because I don't know what it's going to do on a repeat mission. I heard that game was a hot mess when it released, but I don't know if they fixed up all the issues people have been having in Borderlands 4 at this point, or if it's still a hot mess. I think last I heard, yeah, it's still a hot mess, which is kind of a shame, because the last really solid game I think in that franchise was 2. I played 1, I enjoyed it, but it was definitely the first of its kind of game, so it's a little unbalanced in a lot of areas. And 2, I think it's just where the series peaked. Borderlands 2 is just a fantastic game. Pre-sequel, I haven't really played it. I just heard a lot of people just say it's not really that much of an upgrade compared to Borderlands 2. I just hear it just has issues that 2 doesn't have. So that doesn't help, but it was kind of meant as like this stopgap, I think, between the next game in the franchise, which came out like 2019, so a long stopgap. And I played some of 3. I thought 3 was fine, but also kind of had similar problems I think that the pre-sequel had from what I heard. Just pacing wasn't that great. And I know 4 was just the same thing as 3, but with performance issues just everywhere. The game barely functions. It runs like crap, no matter what you're playing it on, which is unfortunate, but I feel like I could say that about most AAA games that have been released in the past, like, 3 years. I want to see if I can get some more eggs before I do anything with the bosses in the middle, because I think I can probably get away without needing to do too much work here, because Fry's pretty much all ready to go. There you go. We're done. Get to work drilling. There you go. Give me all the things. And that's a spicy mission. It didn't really feel that different, I'm gonna be honest. That felt very similar to just playing one of the levels we're at now, but I did play a mission that was closer to our level. So it wasn't like I jumped into a mission that was 4 levels higher. I think technically that was a level over, because that was a level 12 mission, we're at level 13. Oh good, I get tires. Great. Interesting material there. I'm getting a lot of Splatonas. The game's really trying to tell me something with that, isn't it? I can't do anything else anywhere, so I might as well just go into the missions. Did I do another spicy? Oh no, that was 14. So I was technically a level under, but I was very close to level. That's why it wasn't that bad. Let's see. I could do this one. I want to try a spicy here. I might as well. I'm doing a few of these just so I can get some more resources. And this mission is really good for crystals anyways. Hey Matt, how you doing? How much we need for this one? 3,800 and 7,600 for the max reward. We're gonna be here for a while. Even though we do get more eggs, this is still gonna take a bit. Thankfully, I don't need to get any of the collectibles here. The collectibles, I guess, are just a one-time thing, no matter if it's a spicy mission or not. They'll probably share it between the missions. But I have them all, so it doesn't matter. Doing a bit better today? You still have the headache, be doing better? Yeah, I guess I can understand the headache thing, because it feels like once you get a bad headache, it kind of just lasts for, like, days. So, hopefully that goes away. I'm glad at least to hear your stomach isn't as bad today. Nice, I didn't think I was going to get the steelhead with that. I thought I was just going to clip the salmon next to it. We're going fast, though. We already have, like, half of the amount of crystals, or roughly half, that we need just for the standard level. I'm going to max it out, so we get more resources out of it, but that's still pretty good. Fish stick ahoy. I'm gonna just use this now. This is overwhelming. And I'll get a lot of eggs fast, so I'll get my special back soon with Fry. See, just from using it here, the amount of power eggs I got almost filled it back up to half. So her special is already getting filled up fast. And keep in mind, I do have that one perk on now that helps me fill up the deep cut special meter a little bit faster. That's a very big, big shot. Lives up to his name, that's for sure. I don't think it's worth using the Fry special yet. I think I'm gonna hold it. Because there was barely anyone left. That would have been a bad call. This is where we're using it, because this is a pretty hacked area. Well, it looks like it's probably overkill. Maybe a waste, actually, of the special. I'm gonna jump on this. Get the preemptive here on this enemy. That's a lot of power eggs. Oh, there's still more things left. Like, I didn't see any fish. I'm gonna use this here. Don't get the eggs. Now get them. It's really good to know if you collect those eggs when the special's going out from your ally, that it's just gonna waste your meter. Because the eggs are being used, so you're refilling a thing that's draining. So get the power eggs after your companion's done with their special. I can do one more at this point. Maybe two more, actually, because that wasn't as many crystals as I was expecting from a payout. I do want these, though. Movement here with this speed gear so far has been really fun. Like, it's not the most powerful thing, but it's been really good to get me around fast. Alright, yields met. So now I just gotta go back to the main crystal and get my reward. Which was a fast way to get back, but this is pretty much the fastest way I've kind of found so far. Because at this point, this is like the third time I've done this mission. So I've done this one a handful of times now. Alright, drill baby drill. Get me some crystals and get me some weapons. It's a proper charger, I think. Never mind, that's still a Squiffer. I don't know if there's any other chargers besides Squiffers at this rate, because I keep on finding Squiffers. My speed gear is almost out of level. That's really good. We also got ourselves a new weapon here with a stringer being unlocked. Nice. Now I can get the shoot with bows. Yo, mechanic. We gotta talk. We've been on a bunch of raids together by now, huh? My eels get a kick out of fighting side by side with you. I can tell. Don't worry about their crazed eyes and snapping jaws. They're a bunch of sweethearts. Hope you love those cuties as much as I do. Speaking of which, how about my showstopper? It's something else, huh? The Mori Storm's the freshest, flashest, funkiest dance of all of the Anaga clan eel techniques. It gets results, which might be why Grandpa got mad when I busted it out of town. But here on the Spotlight Islands, I'm free to run wild. So take me on as many raids as you want. They say there's nothing stronger than my Mori Storm, but I don't know. It feels like there's room to improve. I'll keep practicing with it until I'm stronger than strong. Until I'm the strongest in the universe. And you'll get a front row seat to watch me climb those heights. So that got me an extra level with Fry, so I got a scroll from that. Cool. And I think her special gets stronger now, too. I don't know if it shows on the menu. Like, it shows the bottom of Fry. Because I've been seeing when people queue in with these raids, I'm seeing arrows next to the heads of their companions. So that tells me they're higher level. And I got at least level 1 here with Fry. Or level 2, I guess. I don't know what they would consider. Level 1, 2. I don't know. Let's do an upgrade. Because now I can do more stuff. Do I go weapon now or gadget damage? I think I'm gonna do weapon damage. Let's see, what else do I want here? I have 4,000, so I might hold off on getting the extra things for the base. Because honestly, it might be a better call developing a new gadget right now, because I can't afford much else, but I can get Splashdown number 5. So let's do another Splashdown, I guess. Seriously, man, what is with the Splatoon devs loving Splashdown? Because there's so many in this stinking universe at this point. Every time I turn around, there's a new Splashdown being invented. Oh, we got a new outfit. That's probably for getting a higher level with Fry, right? Oh, no, that's for the power tank thing. Okay. Alright, let's swap the tank so I can use this. I know my speed's about ready to get a level, but I want to try the new ability. Because right now we have... There's this for the satellites, but I'm going to swap that out for the glove. We don't have anything to put on it, but still. Swap it for glove. And now we're going to try a stringer. And this is a 3-star, so this is actually one of the more powerful weapons we have, and rare weapons. This comes with HP recovery, so that's nice. Oh, this stringer is more like a Grisco stringer, actually, because it shoots 5 rounds instead of 3. And it packs a punch, 515 per bullet. So, yeah, it does over 2,000 damage. I think this is going to be a pretty strong weapon. I can go back and do a little bit more, though. Like, I can get moving targets. I think that's going to be appreciated now, having something like a stringer. I can't get anything else. And this says moving target 1, so I imagine the more I upgrade the facility, the more targets that could probably appear. It looks like it'd be maybe up to 3. Actually, let's go over left, because that'd be faster. I want to go to Big Man, because he has some more crystal. Well, I can go back and upgrade more stuff. That's because of the things I have here for gadgets. Alright, in terms of scrolls, let's read the new stuff. First things first, it's the Constellation of the Shining Tower. Constellation projected in Tolode Temple? Man, the names in this franchise. The top of the tower-like structure shines brightly. Alright, next up, looks like we have the memories section here, because these are the pictures that Big Man pulled out of the ocean. So this is from Life in Splatsville. Young people love to capture each and every moment of time spent in their hometown. It's all cutesy. Looks like younger Deep Cut here, because Shiver and Fry, they look like they're teenagers in this almost, which, from what I understand, I don't know if they told us canonically how old each of the idols are in the franchise, but from what I understand, at the least, all the idols, including Deep Cut, they're all at least adults. Maybe like in their 20s. Maybe. That's hard to say because they don't really give us concrete proof. But we all know at least they're adults. That's about it. And this is about Fry. The main branch of the Onaga clan is said to have perfected the training of the Moray eels. Their young leader is unrivaled in the skill, able to control 9 yellow eels at the same time. Even at a young age, this mischievous Moray tamer was known to fill her neighborhood with surprise and laughter. Then later on, she became a pop star. Yeah, weird how the world works, huh? I'm gonna change over the Shivers thing now. We gotta level up Big Man at some point. Just not right now. We should probably continue on with the main story, shall we? Let's go over here. Rita Trail. Let's do it. I gotta look ahead. This volcano don't look friendly. Looks like it's already about ready to blow. Alright, let's try the splashdown. Yeah, it's indeed splashdown. It's like Splatoon 2 splashdown, like OG splashdown. The thing that hit for like maybe 10 feet at most. It has like no range. That thing is gonna need some radius upgrades. Like, watch. I'm gonna do it, I guess, up ahead here when there's like a clearing. I think this would be a good spot. Right here. That's pitiful, dude. That has like no range at all. So we're gonna need to get some range upgrades on that splashdown stat. Let me see if there's anything over here before I continue on, though. I don't want to miss any secrets. I want to try to find everything on my first go. Oh, how do I deal with fly fish? I don't have bombs. Thank God I can just shoot them. just not a thing I'm used to. Every other game, the only way to shoot a fly fish is to have a weapon that pierces through the shielding, which is normally like a Grisco weapon. So something like Grisco Slosher or like the Grisco Splatana. I think those are really the only weapons that actually pierce through armor. Everything else can't do that, even though it's strong weapons. I see this. Not hiding the scroll on me. I did hear, and now looking back at the footage, I can see it for myself too. If you're looking for the scrolls and the compasses, the scrolls, they all seem to be in orange crates. So if you see an orange crate, chances are that's going to have a sunken scroll of some kind. If you're looking for the compass in a level, it's always going to be in a blue crate. So you're looking for those specific colored boxes, and that's how you know there's a collectible nearby. So we're going to keep an eye out for boxes in particular. If it's just a standard, you know, light brown cardboard box like this over here, we don't care. Or crate. I don't know why I always want to call these things cardboard. Maybe because they get destroyed in like literally a hit. So over there has a compass. That's the biggest stinger I've seen in my life. We're gonna be here for a bit. And it has multiple lasers. Great. Just what the world needed. More stingray specials. At least you can take those layers out individually, because dear God, I would not want to be dealing with this thing that's full power all the time. Fry's, or not Fry, because I had her earlier, that's probably why I thought that. Shiver's still not ready to use her special yet. Alright, now you're ready. Let her rip. Don't think it really is going to matter anymore to get this stuff. And I think this is just for when you're in combat. I don't see any reason to use that rail, so we're done. Go ahead, drill. No, drill. And that's everything. Got a new blaster out of that. Some powers for that new splashdown. Good start. Got ourselves the little tail. And also the speed chip. We already know what that does. We've used it on the Splatter Shop before. New title. Treasure Hunter. Let's go. A small, cute tail. One can't help but wonder what the rest of the body looked like. The world may never know. Honestly, it kind of looks like a mermaid tail to me. So, did we cut this off of a half human, half fish? Possibly. Let's go see that scroll. The way of salting. Play online games. And that's the scroll. No, this is not that salt. This is about something else. This wall mural appears to depict some type of recipe. Add power eggs and a pinch of salt to a resealable bag. Massage well, allow the rest, and transfer to a new container. Does that really work? I wonder what that would even taste like. You're just salting a bunch of eggs, essentially. That's what this is doing. It's a glorified salted egg package. Okay, we need 3 more of the fish fly bins. So now I know what the collectible is to get one of the other powers. That's good. We do have more shards I can put in the stuff. I should probably just get the other things here. So give me the shot machine, give me the ride rail. Because then our base will be fully upgraded for the moment. Nothing else here has an extra upgrade, right? Yeah, we got this. So targets go to many. So now we should have even more targets. And I bet the next time we upgrade, there might be a 4th option. They weren't kidding when they said many. That is a lot of targets. That's the only thing we got? Fall distance bonus? I think like from the further you are in the air, that's gonna give you a little bit more. Oh, that thing auto shoots? Okay, that's kind of annoying actually, because the copy robot in the lobby for Splatoon 3 lets you turn stuff on and off, so it doesn't just blindside you. Alright, we're gonna try jumping from here. That looks like the same to me, so it's not an increase in distance, it's just low power. That's it. So what is it right now? I have to use this target only to test. 1409. $25.36. So we get about 1,000 more damage by going up. So that is doing more. But the thing is, Splashdown wasn't really a special that had bad damage. It just doesn't cover much ground. So I would probably want a little bit more. Alright, we should use this. We haven't used a roller class yet, so get that tutorial out of the way. And this is just a big swig. Which is still a wet noodle. A little bit stronger than the one in Splatoon 3, because it kind of has to be. Thankfully, it's scaling based on the level that we have, and just the perks I added to my character, giving me extra weapon damage. Because otherwise, I would not want to use a big swig. It's one of the weakest weapons for Sam to run. It is not reliable at all. Alright, we're swapping at the speed tank because I can get the tank turn ability if I get this thing leveled up a little bit more. We're very close, so I might as well just finish leveling this. But let's just jump back in. Go to a new area. Oh, hang on. I found it. It's just a random area in the middle of the, well, mountains. I almost called it a forest, but that's definitely not a forest. So we got jump bomb for this one. So now we get to see what this does. You get 2 uses of it. When you jump, that's what does the damage. And it sends you up in the air a decent amount, but in terms of damage, that's not going to do much. Yeah, I can really only see this being used for movement because it's not enough to do damage. Plus, that blast radius is a little finite. Oh, crap. I didn't know that was moving for a second there. So I'm trying this now because I can actually unlock this jump boost soon. And seeing what it's doing here is telling me to prioritize what I'm unlocking. That's the one nice thing about these challenges. They're showing you what the gadgets are a little early. So you get to try these gadgets before you actually commit to unlocking them. And how important the resources are in this game, that's good to do. I'm going to cheese this whole thing and just run up here. Because that definitely makes that puzzle way easier. What we got here? Moving platforms with a giant stick in the middle. Well, you know what we're doing again. I can see the challenge here. But I can also see how to bypass the challenge entirely. This thing does have a little bit of like a hover to it though, so kind of easy to overshoot your jumps if you're not paying attention. Yeah, was that how we're supposed to do it? No, but that is how we are doing it here. Alright, what is this final puzzle? It's a lot of run and jump. I mean, it's satisfying to get all the sequences done right. Like, that was really cool. Were you ever redoing that in most maps? Probably not. So, just maybe get the gadget just to level it up. And that's it. More damage, please. Oh, a new outfit, too. 5 sampler dungeons, nice. Wasn't there... I want to see something when I'm in this menu. Wasn't there a hairstyle that gives you like, composite cables? I don't know if I have it yet. I've seen so many people rock it, and I definitely don't have it. To be fair, it might be a different player. I don't know. Let me look. I know everyone has been using that hairstyle in this game because it's just so cool. I just don't know how you actually can use the hairstyle. I thought everything was unlocked for every character in particular. Like, everything's unisex. Nope, okay. The Octolings just get the cooler design, because there it is. That's what I wanted. We'll play as an Octoling then for a bit. It's kind of annoying that this is an Octoling exclusive hairstyle, because I do usually prefer playing as an Inkling, because I started with the first Splatoon game, which only had Inklings. So I've just been sticking with the class, just because it's something I'm familiar with. But you can't just deny the cool look of having composite cables in your hair. Like, that's a fun little, cool little touch. Like I said, like 3 different times in that sentence. I think I only have... oh, excuse me. I think I only have these crystal raids right now to do if it's not like a spicy mission. So let's start with this den first, and then we'll go do the harder one next. Might not be the best weapon for this. I don't really like how weak rollers are for Salmon Run, and unfortunately this is no different here. The best roller for Salmon Run normally is like a dynamo roller. It's slow, but it does a lot of damage, and you really need to do that damage in Salmon. No difference here in Splatoon Raiders. There's all the eggs we need, so level 2. Let's go. Just kidding. That's it. So we got max speed tank. That's good. I don't think that's actual max, though. Something tells me there's gonna be more to do. First things first. More, please. Just give me more weapon damage. That's all I care about. Still can't do anything with these two, because I'm missing a new resource per category. So I'm definitely going to need to do a lot more work for that. Alright, let's power up the speed tank. Heated eggs. And that got us the super speed tank. And now the tank Terran ability is available. Activates when exiting swim form after being submerged in ink for a period of time. While active, both swim and run speed increase, and the turret blows away Salmonites as it inks the ground. Wow, that's interesting. Also, what is that? There's 2 meters on it now. So it's a speed and a tactic gear, and they both have individual levels. Gadget's also equipable to A, equip one gadget and relic power. Interesting. So if I level this thing up again, I'm assuming it's the tactic part now, then I can equip a gadget to the A button in particular, and it's a tactic specific gadget. So we can have up to 3 gadgets on our stuff. That's insane. Let's see how this new ability works. That is really cool. That's basically a free shield. And it lasts for a very long time. Now will you be protected from damage? No. Nice activation, game. You will not be protected from damage, so it's good for damaging others, but it's not a shield. So you gotta just still be careful. New outfit. Power up any tank. Yep, that's a standard outfit. Let's change some other stuff up now, though. Let's use a different weapon. What is this? Ink consumption. Okay. So I think we used something like that before. These need a lot more eggs. Like, so far I've been maining the speed tank, so that's why this has been very easy to upgrade. So now I should probably put more work into the other two. I think if anything, I definitely want the power tank to be upgraded. Tactics to me is the weakest of the 3. It's not the most powerful, nor is it the most convenient. It has some cool gear pieces, sure, but I just haven't found a great use for it yet. Alright, next den. Jeez, you can't even take a break for 5 seconds. Nothing but eels. Shiver, I kind of need you here. Lucky that still worked out. Really great spot for my gadget to put me, huh? Gotta move. I'm gonna die. Right here, go. Don't like this, don't like this. Give me the eggs, give me the eggs. Oh, I'm gonna be off by like 5, aren't I? Holy crap! By literally a second. And by the skin of my teeth here. Because I can't believe we survived that. Jeez, I should have came in with anything else. I did not realize those were going to be nothing but eels. While my weapon was powerful for that, I had really no way of fighting because it was slow. Jeez, man. Let's go to rocks. That's a new enemy. What do we got here? It's a Cohawk party. Might as well join it. the thing I can interact with? What is this? I guess it's supposed to, like, spit ink around the area, but I definitely didn't see much of a difference with that. Here's a sunken scroll. Or the briny scroll. I'm so used to just these things being called sunken scrolls, so I'm gonna keep on calling that, even though it's wrong. I hope that the next Splatoon game features fist sticks with that little cog piece on the side. I love being able to knock these sticks down a peg. That is so nice. New weapon. Got umbrella. Drill. I don't know how that missed. I can make that from here, right? I have a double jump, so I have a little bit of insurance. But I'll use this just to really make sure. There. You should be cleared. I wish I can activate the drilling part of this operation from further away. I gotta be almost right next to the crystal, and then the drilling proceeds. That bomb almost took me out in one shot. I had full health when that thing went off. That is an actually insane amount of damage. Alright, drill. That should be enough for the first quota, but we're going for the ×2. We got more work to do. That almost actually routed me perfectly, though, because if I was doing this as like a proper like speed run, that routing almost put me exactly what I needed crystal-wise. So I could have probably just finished the mission right then and there if I was just trying to go fast. Oh, crap. No, I faced the wrong way because I had to try to move out of the way of the enemies, so I wasted that special. That's so annoying. Drill. I'll take that, thank you. We haven't really been this direction yet, which I think this puts us around a loop anyways. Another Splatana. Looks like my options are kind of limited where I can go at this point, so I should go up this way, I guess, because I can only see like a crystal near where the big one is, and then the other one is obviously where I'm going now. Not many options. I do wish I had a bomb, though. Like, honestly, I am missing having bombs. I did not want to hit that. I just kind of went backwards by accidentally hitting that thing. I drill. And maybe this could be enough. Let's see how many crystals we have. It's not really enough. I'm going to save that one. Because it's close to base. That's why I want to save it. We can use that crystal as our final grinding area. Oh, cool, they booyah back. That's how you got a good teammate. Good teammates always booyah back. Shiver, that's my job. I'm dead. Might as well go out in style. She even fell. Well, she at least took care of a majority of the enemies up here, so that's actually surprising. Good job, Shiver. I'll give you a booyah for that. Alright, but let's finish this mission then. We got the yield ×2, so we're gonna get a massive payout from this. And there you go. A 3-star umbrella. We found a umbrella here, but it was 2-star. So that's better than the one we found earlier. I'll take it. Got 2 scrolls. This has a lot of power to it, and it has a health chip on it. Oh, Shiver's leveled up. Let's go. Next, I gotta swap the big man then. Relax. You're not in trouble. Wanted to ask about my showstopper. You don't get caught up in it when Master Mega and I charge in, huh? I can't see very far in front of me when I'm steering, unfortunately. So I'm not the best judge of whether anyone's getting injured. Don't get me wrong. It's not you I'm worried about, it's Master Mega. Any blemish on Master Mega's splendid shark skin would disgrace the Ho-Ho Joy thing, the place I'm from. But if you're not getting underfoot, then I can use it worry-free. I'm still refining my showstopper. With some more experience, they'll grow to be unbeatable. And raiding with you is just the experience I need. I'm profiting from it in more ways than one. As such, Master Mega and I look forward to our continued partnership. That's 2 of our allies leveled. That's actually insane. We're already leveling up things that fast. There's an outfit for it. Or by clearing 5 dens, technically. Yeah, let's do the big man bond next. There's still like nothing to equip for that fist. Wow, I'm getting everything for, I guess, the hatchet. I want to try the Brella next. I wonder, what is this Brella? Is this just standard Splat Brella? Is this like Recycle Brella? It's definitely not a tent. It's between Recycle and the normal one. Oh, this is just normal. Okay. Go get him. That's a pretty good shield. Like, it's not breaking, really, from that tiny little pea shooter. Alright, next up. We already hit max on damage. So, I should do the gadget damage next. That's our lowest thing right now. Hey, there we go! Limiter has been reached, so now we get more upgrades and more relic powers. Let's do it. You know me, I want more. Well, that's a pretty big difference right there. So now we can equip 1 more power per different gear that we're using. That's really going to help. Now we can also do part development and weapon scrapping. We still need the other material. So we're going to do the part development now. You want to develop gadget parts? Is that possible? We don't have blueprints for these like we do for gadgets. So we have to build them from scratch. Did you reverse engineer them from parts that you've used? Good thinking, mechanic. Well, I suppose you've proven you can do whatever you say that you can. Fair enough. What sort of workbench do you have in mind? That one. Okay, it's done. I'm especially proud of the magnifying glass placement. All you do is adjust the angle. This should help smooth out any detailed work you need to do. Use it whenever you want to make parts. So it's in Shiver's part of the area. Okay. Trying your hand at making new gadget parts, huh? You can make parts with different effects than the ones you found. Well, if anyone can, it's you. So what kind of part were you making for which gadget? So let's do something with this, right? They do all take different resources. Ooh, chances for slashes to inflict frozen status. Oh. Oh, I seen someone use this actually for the splatter lights. They combined this with like a freeze ability. But at first, it gives me Scorch, which is the same idea, but every enemy is getting a burn damage of some kind. You can inflict damage that goes up level 3. This is really cool. I can just outright make the chips I need. I'm not getting the right drops from the weapons. I can just make it myself. I have the resources, so I can make a couple of these. So I'm gonna work on the splashdown. Make this a little bit better. Just jump heights. Shortens jump time. Cooldown reduce. Is there nothing about the radius? Like, I would love a radius increase, because that is the problem. This thing can't do much damage at all. It's like just 10 feet wide. That's all I'm gonna do for now. I don't want to overdo it, because I can unlock these by finding them in levels. But I need more than one ship to put on this mitt. So that's gonna at least help there. In terms of my relic power, though, we should put on a third thing, which means showstopper power can get put on now. And let's see. Progress. More shards. Let's go. We got 3 things to read. First things first. The helicopter company flyer. No helipad? No worries. We provide ace pilots, custom artifacts. Yeah, we just bring you treasure, custom aircrafts, and professional delivery at the lowest prices. Fast flights for fresh flyers. They didn't mention the part how we can possibly maybe save you from when you're shipwrecked on an island, all stranded alone, and for some reason can do everything you ask. That's not a part of the flyer, but it should be. Next up, the star projector. What did the ancient Samanites have in mind when they created this device? It uses high purity spotlight to project images of starry skies on ceilings and walls. It seems to only be activated on special days like festivals. Was that a festival at the end of the first boss? Convenient. And now we get some backstory on Shiver here, which I love the image of her and the giant shark just next to each other, just kind of doing their thing. It just looks so comical. The shark bonding ceremony has always been held away from prying eyes. The Hohoiju clan celebrates with traditional song and dance for 3 days, calling to the Splatland Sea. It's said that only those who fulfill their shark summoning destinies are worthy enough to be called shark tamers. And if you do it, you get friend for life. In the form of a giant deadly shark. I think it's a cool deal. Is that still telling me make more things? Because this is the workbench, right? Yeah, it really wants me to make more stuff. Which I am not wanting to do right now, thank you very much. I'm going in with what I have. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we got all the things in both of those levels. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see. Oh, got a blip. Out in the ocean. Revolutionary cuisine. And it's a power thing. Okay, let's go, big man. And by let's, I mean you're gonna stay here, and I'm gonna do all the work. This gives me a powered up version of the splatter lights. That's good. Get wrecked, just salmon. Kind of comical, just destroy everything by standing still. Well, that was a mob. And now they're gone. My final checkpoint up ahead? Oh yeah. That's gonna be a lot of salmon. That wasn't that bad. The only problem with the Splatolites for just pure combat is that I have to be close to everything, and that is bad for trying to keep my health more than, like, 0. So it's a good complement to a weapon, but just using just the satellites as a weapon, not the best idea. I didn't mean to go there. I want to go to the shack so I can go ahead and upgrade one of my things here. We're going probably at this point, what do we want? Maybe more part slots? Or do we still want to keep on going towards things like my damage? Or maybe even health, because I'm taking a lot of damage now, and it's starting to add up. So I should probably do health. We're going to be doing this upgrade thing for a while, because our next limit is 20 upgrades. So I'm not expecting to see another upgrade in a while, like, for everything. I guess next up we're doing one of these. It's time to raid with the biggest of men. He's my player 2. Oh crap, I didn't know there's more behind me. I should have looked behind me before I did all that. There we go. Alright, level 2. Yeah, man, that special just feels weak compared to Shiver and Fries. I'm actually shocked at how little that does. Don't worry about the time, we're good. Double layer 3. This is probably the final one, if I had to bet. That is a new steel eel. The long line steel eel. What makes it different from the normal one? They're already long. Just wreck them up. Wreck them up. Still not as good as using the Air 2, but I found a way to maximize the damage now. Just get stuck behind their tail. Easy. What do we get? Sure. That bowl doesn't even look like much of a bowl, because it has arms and legs. What the spiled bowl. Presumably a brazen used by Samanites in the kitchen. It appears to be well used as water grows slightly clouded when poured in. Ugh. Yeah, that has a lot of wear and tear. I don't think I would drink out of that thing. But what's the perk? Squid Endurance. Damage taken while in swim form is reduced by 35%. Wow, that's huge. When you take damage, Soul Shopper gauge fills a little. Yeah, I'm definitely equipping that. That sounds really good. Ooh, that sure cleared up the fog. Salmonites are getting tougher. Make sure your gear is up to date. Oh yeah, I should mention that I've heard this rattling noise every time the bot moves. Might take a look, mechanic. Huh? Something caught on the bot's leg. What'd they find? That looks like a spatula. What do we have here? A cute little spatula? There's something real familiar about it. Huh? Isn't that design on it your family emblem, Fry? You're right. It's the Onaga clan crest. You're totally right. We have something just like that in my house. I've seen it on an heirloom hairpin from my great-great-grandpa's generation. I did hear that Salmonite stole one of them a long, long time ago. Would this have been around when swarms of Salmonites sometimes descend on Splatsville? You know, maybe like the one that happened probably in like the past June, perhaps? It was a big, big run after all. There was a lot of salmon. Apparently, in those dire times, it was our 3 families who would smack them back into the sea. Something stolen so long ago ended up here and now. That means the Salmonites that attacked Splatsville generations ago were from the Spiral Halite Islands. I've read that every Salmonite attack left the city in pretty rough shape back then. Must have cost a fortune to fix up all the homes and roads over and over. Yeah, no doubt. Which is to say, the Salmonites here owe us a bundle with interest. How dare they track mud into our clean city? We'll make them pay 3 times over. Get it? Because 3 casts, Splatoon 3, they love 3s, 333X. We love the number 3 in this franchise right now. Clean city? Yeah, are we talking about the same Splatsville? If you're not careful, someone might draw something phallic on the wall via the Not Meverse. Whole new set of islands. But I gotta go back to this one. And to do that, I'm swapping gear. We got dualies. We can try a new weapon. Nothing special about these, unfortunately. No, like, modifiers, but might as well use them. I love how the dualies in this one are literal, like, cleaning bottles. Like, these are basically bottles of, like, Windex, and I don't know what the other one would be because of the pink. It almost looks like it says bubblegum. Oh, they're definitely cleaning solutions. I need to do more things, I guess, with the bomb. We want to go to Gadget Workshop. Let me see. Can I develop the other thing yet? Nope, I still don't have any smoker tanks. So I want to develop here and put stuff towards this chipset, I guess. I think we want to do Scorch, because that sounds really useful right now. Just being able to put a burn effect on enemies probably is going to help a lot. I'm not worried about the cooldown, because these bombs actually get used kind of fast. Bomb can follow you. Change speed and distance. I think that's going to be helpful. You can do it again. I think I'll probably end up doing at least 2 of these. And probably do follow. I don't know how useful follow is going to be, but I want to try it. Creates gas that knocks Salmonite back. I definitely want this for the turret, because that's kind of a problem the turret keeps on having. Oh, this actually comes with a sprinkler. Well, they did bring back one of the bombs, apparently. It just brought back this thing. That's free. That takes 0 slots. So that's just a free upgrade. Definitely want that. Let's get some mid knockback gas. Love the name. Extending distance would be good. I don't want to put too much stock into all this stuff right now, because I need to save some of the resources. I can't even get some of these other things because I spent all my shards at this point. I have literally 2 shards left in my name. So that's not great. But that did give me another outfit. And that outfit is developing 10 gadgets. That's a very colorful outfit. I kind of want to try those. It doesn't look that bad because of my hairstyle. Kind of matches. Hey, wait a minute. Why isn't that on? Just, it's a freebie. Give me. Oh, and that's how the gas works. There's like a little puff. Let me put it like in the middle of stuff. So, right here. And the cloud kind of does some damage. Alright, well, let's see how this goes, because this is a raid in particular I am calling for help for. This will make it easier for me to get through this faster, so I'm playing this online. Oh, that's what it meant by the weapon deploy thing. When I shoot, it will deploy the turret. So I can see why I didn't get turned on immediately. Because that is a little situational, I guess. I'll leave it on for this specific mission, and then we'll decide if that's something I should leave on permanently for the turret, or just only use it once. Alright, let's go. The names keep on making me think they're lighting up like a Discord call. So I was just like, is it pick up mic? I didn't think this game would. Why would they do an open mic? That's like the stupidest idea. Nintendo hates that. There, that gets out of here. I think when it's lighting up like that, it's telling who's loading into the mission faster. Which is funny, because I'm playing physically. I would think I would not be as fast as other players, because I think the game loads a tiny bit faster digitally. But I think it's more because of my internet speed, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That eel jumped up. That threw me off. Alright, well, there's the power X full, so let's get out of here. One more level. That was extremely fast. I think the eel might be the easiest boss so far. Just calling it now. Ancient slab. And that gives me a tactical tank. We'll take a look at that ability here in a minute. A slate that hints at the existence of some gargantuan creature. What do you think could be? I don't know, probably a giant fish, knowing this world. Some kind of giant salmon. And then the thing it gives us here is risky reward. Damage is increased 50% when you're in danger. Ooh. This is a danger strat mechanic. I know that from Paper Mario. I don't know if I would actually want to use that because I'm not the best at danger strats to begin with. So that might not be my cup of tea. Alright, I just want to see how long. 29, yep. I gotta wait for like 30 minutes to squad up with more people. That's like the one thing I find kind of annoying here. I think I'll just use the gadget thing for now. Alright, and then in terms of weapons, what else do we have here? I want something that's a little bit more defensive, I would say. Not another umbrella. I just want to see if that was anything different. I want something that's more powerful at this point. I got these. Are these like the Glooga Doolies? Yeah, these are Gloogas. Okay, well, that's cool. Gloogas are known to have better range, but they are a little bit slower on the fire rate. So this could help for a mission like this. We'll see. They're also stronger in general. There, get us out of here. This is perfect time for Big Man to be charged, because I'm going to just rush into the giant eel here with the special immediately and just end this in, I would hope, a few seconds. Yep. That was maybe like 15 seconds of that. You just slam the specials into that guy's tail and he's just dead. Like, the eel can't do anything, and it's getting stunned, funny enough, by hitting it in the tail, which actually is not a thing eels normally do. So that makes my job easier. Bumbling dart. Okay, interesting. Almost looks like a pen, not a dart. And we got another speed tank equipped. See what that is in a minute. Maybe a flashy dart preferred by a flamboyant player. Its lavish ornamentation prevents it from flying very well. Yeah, you don't say. I throw this thing, it'd probably immediately fall on the ground. I don't think this is gonna really be able to go far. Alright, in terms of the chip it gave us, concentrated attack. Damage dealt the Samanites hit with 3 or more consecutive attacks is increased by 10%. Alright, so I just do a little bit more damage the more shots I get off on enemies. Cool. For now, we're going back to this, though. I gotta level up this specific gadget, but plus I also just like that new ability we got. Should we change weapons again? Probably should. I'm gonna use the spotter shot. I know, basic. That's me, very basic. Now to the cliffs we go. I think after this mission, we'll probably take a short little break so I can get up and stretch. I've been going now for about 2 hours, so it's probably time to take that break. I wish there was a way to fall faster here. Because when I'm flying in the air, sometimes I just want to get on the ground. I might just start using that splashdown special just to do that. Oh, that's a Moz. I can't throw a bomb in its mouth to easily one-hit KO it because I don't have bombs in this game. So I have to be very careful when I see Moz. Take a look around. I did miss something back there, so I gotta go back. There's a surfboard there, so at least I can cross the water fast. Get up there. Hang on. I should go back because I think I need to use the bot here for a sequence of jumps. But that's not high enough. I gotta go back up to the grate. Big man! You missed. Dude, I'm gonna get the best splash down here. Gonna do it one more time. Get wrecked. That didn't kill. That's so stupid. That was such a high up jump too, but it didn't matter. Where'd I go from here? Is there gonna be a thing that shows up, maybe? Oh, yeah, there you go. Surfboard. Looks like the end of the level. I hope I didn't miss any scrolls, because I feel like I might have missed a sunken scroll somewhere. Okay, maybe I was sleeping on Big Man's ability there, because I'm starting to do more damage the more I'm mashing L and R. Nice 4-4-4 chips. Unfortunately, that's going away now. I need more shards. And that's it. I really hope I didn't miss a scroll, man. I really don't want to miss a scroll. We'll see in here in a minute, because I'm going to immediately go back into the world map and look at the collectibles there. Acrobatic Salmonite. And we got a Squid Attack. A complete figure of a Salmonite. From dorsal fin to tail fin. The muscles done in relief highlight its physical splendor. Flipping around a little bit. Kind of easier said than done. Yeah, there you go. Don't look bad. And the thing he dropped is Squid Attack. Light damage is dealt with a squid roll. This is triggered by jumping in the opposite direction when swimming in ink. Alright, nothing really too special there, because I don't care about the damage from the squid roll. Look at the compass here in a minute. I want to see. Alright, we're good there. We got all the scrolls. There was only one. Cool. Well, let's go see what it says, and then we'll go on break. So, first things first, the hairpin. Long ago, when Salmonites raided Splatsville, they stole this precious heirloom from Fry's great-great-grandfather. It's an Onaga clan hairpin that looks a lot like a spatula. It's a very weird hairpin. And vegetation survey. The native plant life here has undergone unique evolution. This is likely due to the spile halite that has dissolved into the salt water. Some species that were originally seaweed seem to have adapted to live on land. I can kind of see, yeah, there's a lot of differences in the world because of these crystals. Like, everything keeps on changing. The creatures are definitely dangerous because of that. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead at this point and take a little bit of a break. Get up, stretch, get yourself some water if you haven't already. And when we come back, we got more areas to raid, including a new dungeon to go check out because of that compass. So stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. All right, we're back, ready to go ahead and continue on here. And by doing that, we should go immediately right to the treasure map because we got a compass. And where is this compass gonna lead? Right out in the ocean. The hand tossed. Let's jump in. Me starting off with a dungeon here is gonna be a fun way of continuing on. Got the boomerang, which I'm already used to using. So for me, I'm not really trying out a new gadget. I'm just using a thing I'm already used to. And I like the boomerang. It's fast, it's accurate, and it does a good job at doing damage. The only real thing is I gotta wait for this to recharge, and it does have a lengthy recharge. Oh! Okay. I gotta destroy those balloons first and then have it come back to hit this one then. I didn't think that was on a timer. I think I'm gonna do this. Got it! Oh, I didn't think it was gonna work because I thought I was gonna miss the final balloon. But I did not. Holy balloons, man. What is all this crap? Jeez, I can already see what they want me to do for this. Yeah, good luck. That's a interesting way of putting it. Got it, first try. That looked way more complicated than it is. Legitimately, that wasn't that hard, but it looked like a mess. Thankfully, that was straightforward. Just run. And new skill point. So I'm immediately gonna not use it, apparently. Immediately gonna go use it for something, but what? Let's think. We can do... gadget parts I've been okay on for right now. That's why I'm hesitant to upgrade that. I think I'm gonna do another gadget damage. Just a little bit more into gadget damage for now. Now we'll continue on. And I have the Mesu Den to go to now. So I might as well do a den. Give me some treasure. I wonder by the end of the session tonight of playing this, we'll get to Fry's little interaction. Because I have a feeling it's Shiver first, then Fry, then Big Man for these exclusive bosses. I think that's how it's gonna go. I've played like 9 years of Samurun at this point, so I'm used to fighting rain clouds at this stage. Man, it's hard to believe. Splatoon 2 was 2017. So Samurun has been a thing since then. And that's how long I've been playing the mode for. Alright, just give me all the things. Just, yep, skip past all those little extra collectibles. Just, like, zap them all in my body. Give me it. Just give me it all. And there's skill point. I'm leveling up really fast here. And there's a crystal. I'm either going to spend that skill point in terms of what we're going to do. I think now I'm going to just do a little bit of gadget part up. And next up is the volcano. Ooh, going right into the heat, huh? Definitely don't want to be falling down there. But there's nothing down below, so don't even try falling. I was expecting maybe a little hidden platform for like a compass or something. Definitely gonna be going to the left, because gee, I wonder if there's a hidden thing over here. It's an ambush. Doesn't matter. I can just kill everything in basically one shot, so not much of an ambush when I can fight back. So there is E-liter 4Ks in this, because it just got the unleaded 4K. Captured in 4K, you may say. And a splatling. Getting some really good weapons here. I don't know why, but this level's reminding me of a stage from Astrobot all of a sudden. I think it's just because of the volcano. Because there's a volcano stage in Astrobot. It was a really cool set piece. That game is just fantastic in general. Like, if you have not played Astrobot and you have a PS5, it is by far one of the best games of this generation. I would have recommended getting a PS5 just for that game because of how good it is, but not of the current state of Sony. It's now at this point, unfortunately, if you have the system, play it. If you don't, I can't recommend going out of the way to play Astrobot because it's just... the prices are way too much and Sony's just a hot mess right now. Sucks, man, because that's a fantastic game, but it's hard to recommend because of Sony. Just Sony. Man, I wish I had a curling bomb right now, because this would be perfect for curling. Is that it? Cool. That was easy. Just give me my power eggs. And we're out of here. Perfume Squelcher. We also just got a Squelcher too. We haven't found that yet. So we got 3 brand new weapon types in this. That's cool. Oh, wait a minute. We can combine some of these relics? So we just combined that ship, like, piece of candle holder with a horn. Okay, I didn't know we can fuse treasures. That's cool. The elegant horn. Seemingly a beautiful wind instrument with a supple curve. Some Salmonite must have held strong opinions on former elegance. Yeah, it's like you just crammed 2 treasures into one. Looks kind of weird. And it gave me a new ability, Ink Pro. So it attached to the other ability and just made it a little bit stronger. That's really cool. Let's read that sunken scroll. The twisted lava. Lava mixed with, I keep on wanting to say, spile halite. And I'm trying to break the habit because the H is silent. Because in the direct they call this spile light. But I keep on wanting to say hail because there's an H in it. Just remove the H, man. Lava mixed with spiralite appear to twist and harden. Some of the smallest formations appear to have begun the hardening process only recently. Gas infused with spiralite spews from them. Almost makes it look like a rock tornado in that image. Yeah, I've been reading it. Thanks, big man. I literally just came from a shack and was like, hey, you know we can read? Yeah, I was just doing that. Fancy that little knowledge, big man. I wonder if there's gonna be a third compass type, because we've seen the one that spins around between the 4 cardinal directions, and then we've seen this compass, which is basically a cold-hot meter. So I wonder if there's maybe any more. It'd be cool if there was a compass that worked with sound and the HD rumble. You can't do just rumble because some people might turn it off. So it has to also be sound. That could be cool. Alright, so this is the splashdown mission. That's a lot of boxes. Are we required to do it all at once? No, it's over time. We gotta destroy all of these. And that's the whole mission. This reminds me of that one level in O.R.C.A expansion, but it's kind of the opposite idea, because the level I'm thinking of from O.R.C.A expansion, you have to destroy certain boxes. You destroyed all of them, then that would be a problem, because you were only allowed to shoot the orange ones. If you shoot the light brown crates, then you would just instantly die. It reminds me of that mission, but this is just a little bit better. I'm missing just those 2. I could have had all this in, like, what was that, 5 jumps? That was pretty easy, because that just shows how good the splashdown can be. Unfortunately, ours is not like that. We need to have that distance, but right now our splashdown barely covers any area. I need to have those increased radiuses, and I just have not found any chips for that. This is actually insane. I haven't found any of those chips. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more on HP at this point. Go to 120. Can I get a new gadget at this point? Yes, I can get the spin wheel. I can get... I don't have enough shards, though, for the tether whale. I can get the high fiber. Jump bomb I can't get because I don't have the other resources. Dash bomb. No, thank you. I'm going to get it at some point because I want to get all the gadgets. I just don't want it. I'm going to be on this for a while, so maybe I should go with spin wheel just to fill out my power tank a bit. I can honestly say I never thought of that. Thought of what? Making a deadly top? Have you seen a Beyblade? This is essentially a Beyblade. Just 1-to-1. I'm also gonna get that high fiber. The more you say this weapon name in particular, it almost sounds like you're saying high fiber, which, yeah, I get the pun. Don't have enough shards for the dash bomb. I gotta get dash bomb at some point too, but again, I don't have the stuff for it. This does the same auto. So I guess all these weapons, or a majority of them, are probably gonna have an auto trigger. I can't afford anything else, so I just don't have crystals. This is where I need to grind out some of the old missions, and honestly, that is where we're gonna be doing the online stuff. Because I have these spicy raids, these are the ones that I'm gonna go back to, probably with the multiplayer component on. That would make the most sense, because it's re-trekking through old areas. So that's why I'm gonna wait for doing that until later. What else do you even have at this point, by the way? Because I think it was just like these things over here. Before we do anything else, we gotta change out some of our gear. For one, new costume. Yeah, this makes sense for tactical. Tactical related to the military gear, that makes a lot of sense. Go and just select this so I can get the little pop-up off. But I do want to change my outfit. What else am I going to use? Oh, I need to filter out the other direction. I really don't like how bright yellow the Fry outfit is. Like, this just clashes with so many of the ink colors in the game. The ship one's not that bad, because the blue kind of works. Big Ran's the most neutral, but Fry is bright yellow. And bright yellow was not great. Also, this is a small complaint I've heard some people mention. about the character design in this game is that a lot of the design, it feels like it was very much tailored towards the girl character in particular for the Inkling or the Octoling. Because the boy hairstyles and the outfits, they all lean a little bit more towards the female side than the male side, because everything's unisex, starting with 3. And I can kind of see it. But at the same time, I don't really care, because I like having the same kind of options between the two. The voices are the big thing that's supposed to be different, save for the hairstyles. So there are certain hairstyles that work more for one gender than the other for these characters that really stand out. The clothes are just, it never matters. If you don't want the thing that looks more feminine, then pick the thing that doesn't look like that. That's just how I feel about it. I'm gonna pick this one in particular. Yeah, that's an argument I've been hearing going around. It's like, I can wear a dress as the male character in Splatoon 3. Do I care? No, I really don't. I embrace that because that's more customization options, and I'm always there for more options. I'm gonna try Jet Squelcher for this mission. This feels like a good option for Jet. And I think it's been about half an hour, so I can probably go into one of these later missions with help to get through them a little bit faster. That'll be good. Knew you were gonna do that. Alright, this is gonna be a lot of eggs, which will be enough for Big Man to get out. There you go. Easy. It helped that slamming lids really aren't that threatening of enemies. As long as you're not trapped in an area that you can't really move and then they're slamming on you. Slamming lids are one of the easier Salmonites to deal with. And they're really good for the payout on eggs. What do we got from Horde? Is it the Salmonite research? Yeah, there you go. That's a lot. That's a lot of the crystals I kind of needed, so that's really good to get more crystals right now. I need more. So let's go back to, I guess, develop a gadget, because I think I can afford to develop more things here. So I'm going to do the tether whale, since now I have enough resources with this. And I should have enough for Dash Bomb. Even though I'm not going to use it, I am going to unlock it. Because to me, Dash Bomb is extremely... Oh, Fry! Keep it away from the gear and the blueprints. That's disgusting. Now I got Fry snot all over my blueprints. That sounds really good. Give me the magnet. When I'm ready to use the tactic gear, I definitely would want that power. What is that? Is that ink armor? They somehow brought back ink armor. That is impressive. This is the only kind of game where I'm fine bringing that back. If you cram it into the standard multiplayer modes again, don't. This thing was a nightmare to deal with in Splatoon 2, so I don't want ink armor back. It's fine for something like this, but not against actual human beings. And even then, this is not truly ink armor. It looks like it, but it's not. Keep on wanting to do a style. That's not what I want. Let's see. Here it is. Got 3 speed tanks. Alright, we gotta change our weapon, though. I gotta remember that. Where are we going next, though? That'll dictate where we're changing to. I want to go to the lava lake. I'm not going to use the splatling yet for that, so I'm going to hold off. I think this would be good for E-Leader. Hope I'm not going to regret that, because E-Leader is very slow, but very powerful. So I don't know how well I'm going to do in this level, but we'll find out. That was some serious airtime. Thankfully, it didn't really matter. I thought the mall was going to instantly eat me, so that's what I was worried about. Alright, drill in. This looks like a nice hot secret. Don't mind if I do. Doesn't matter if fast chum if I'm faster. And I have the sniper, so that's saying a lot. Let's go over to this island, because this feels like a good place for more stuff. Literally nothing else over here. This is an enemy spawner, but there's nothing here. So what is the point? I think a crystal can spawn here, it's just not spawned at the moment. Keep on thinking that's like one of those fruit roll-up things that are from the single-player modes of like Splatoon 2 and 3. They keep on shooting them thinking they're gonna roll out like one of those ink rolls, but nah. How do I get... No, I don't need to do that. I was wondering how to get over there, and then I see this turbine. that should be everything. So now let's get back over to the crystal. Get that. Alright, that's enough to at least beat the level, but we're going for that times 2, because that's the better idea. Like, I don't really see a situation where I wouldn't want to just clear the level early, unless I'm about ready to die, and I only have 1 more life. That's where I think it would be a good idea to probably call the mission early and just excavate with whatever power we have. But as of right now, I'm at 3 lives, and I have really no reason to end this early. Still a crystal over in that distance. That little island's still pretty much just there. Oh, there's a crystal thing over there. Well, I'm already kind of this direction, so I guess I'm getting this one. At this point, I'm just kind of going through the same loop of the 3 same crystals I'm noticing. There's a thing. Finally, there's something over on that island. I'm gonna go do it. Alright, drill a crystal and then we're done here. Because at this point, all we gotta do is just get back to the center that we started in and drill the big old crystal. So let's go do that. Give me all the things. Nice, then I'll level up. Let's go. Our compass and our scroll. Doing pretty well for ourselves. I'm gonna just do this dungeon immediately because I'll get another skill point. I might as well use both of them at the same time. Can I do this one right now? It's like around here, it seems like. Oh, there we go. Just right on the edge of the fog. Barely found it. Fry, we're going to a place you can't do anything. Why would you want to go somewhere to sit? Oh, I get it. She wants to go somewhere to sit and do nothing. Because then she can say she did all the hard work when she got to slack off. Classic Fry. Alright, so here's the new tether we just got. This is a pretty cool gadget, I'm not gonna lie. This one seems pretty useful. Probably better than those balloons. I didn't want to throw it down there. That's a bad spot. Throw it there. Oh, actually I got 2 tethers. Oh, that's convenient. I'm gonna have to jump for this one. How many of these can I have out at once right now? Is it just the 2? Looks like it's just 2. Probably shouldn't put that other one down. I think I'm gonna rather do one there. And then one over here. Nice! Both whiffed! Oh, that's kind of dumb. Didn't know both of them were gonna miss that catastrophe. Alright, let's put one there. One there. If this now misses, I'm going to be impressed. And mad at the same time. Yeah, that's what I thought. That time it shouldn't, because that was a much wider spread. The one on the right definitely was the one that put in the most work. Alright, let's use both of these skill points immediately. Give me a little bit of HP for one. And then the second upgrade, we're going to put right to weapon damage. Can we do anything else yet? We can't do weapon scrapping because we're missing 2 flyfish bins. We hopefully should be getting that soon. I want to get weapon scrapping. That is a very important thing to get next. Look at all the things. Sure. Equip. We have all these different things right now. I'm going to use one of these, not both. Because what we have just the top and the spotlight. We've used spotlights before. I'm going to tinker with this, because the only thing I want to change, I want to take off vertical slash. And it really wants to put it back on, which is like, no, thank you. Let's change our weapon, because now I'm going to a den, so I should probably now start using something like a splatling. Let's use this one. Is this a standard splatling or a Hydra? Because this looks like a Hydra. Standard. Okay, so then the other one, I guess, is a mini. Yeah, okay. I'm going to start with mini then. Let's jump in. Ooh, don't run into the eel. That was a little too close. I don't know what the top did. I couldn't really see anything from all that chaos. Oh my god. I grabbed the egg as I died, too. That wasn't enough, though. It's fine. This will be enough. Probably should have just taken both of the stingers out next time. Terrible idea to leave the stingers to be. Not dealing with any more of these stupid stingers. This actually reminds me of a map layout from Side Order. I think they might have reused some of the map layouts they made for the Splatoon 3 DLC. This is very similar. I remember struggling with this map a lot in Side Order, because I kept on getting annihilated in this part. Just getting overwhelmed by salmon. There, we're good. Let's get out of here. And now we have the boss. That's a big steelhead. Refill steelhead. Hey, I need a refill over here. Gotta get out of here. This is not gonna be a good map for Big Man Special. Gonna be good for my weapon, though. It's almost dead. There we go. It's gonna really be good to come in here with the air splatling, because that's gonna do more damage. And it's good for a longer distance, too, and I need that distance. But yeah, Big Man is definitely not the character for that level. He's just gonna struggle fighting that giant steelhead. That's unfortunate, but that's just kind of his forte. He's more of a close-range fighter. Curious Gate. Let's see what this treasure is. Appears to be a gate big enough for a small fry to pass through. Only the salmonids knows its fate afterward. Looks more like a dish of some kind. Like, it's almost looking like an ashtray, because you can see a little cut in. Kind of an interesting looking gate. And we got ourselves damage up. Weapons damage is increased 20% for 9 seconds when 30% of the ink is used. So the lower the ink take, the more powerful it gets. Go us! We scored some more sweet loot! All these Salmonite relics are kind of weird. Speaking of which, we found something pretty weird in those ruins just now. This isn't the first old note we found, right? Is this a copy of a mural or something? It's some kind of picture of an important looking Sammonite. Oh, let me see. Whoa. This talks about an ancient Sammonite civilization around here long ago with super advanced tech. No kidding. That's amazing. And kind of scary. Something's fishy about that. I wouldn't trust a modern Sammonite to tie my shoelaces, let alone build a society. You think Sammonites could be faking being dumb? And they're actually mega geniuses underneath? No, I don't think that. Did you see that scribbled notes on the edge? I think there's more to this. So there is. Something about sending a map with the location of the islands before heading back home. Huh, what do you think they were sending it to? Wait a sec. Didn't we find that map in my house? The note leaver must have been a friend of your family, I take it. What a small world. That's a good and bad thing, probably. Alright, wow, a 10,000 shard reward. I should have been here earlier. And you also got a crystal from that. Cool. Didn't expect all that. Oh, these are the gadget parts. Wow, look at all the things you can unlock. You're gonna be here for a while unlocking things. The weapon guy is another thing. 5,000 crystal. Not as impactful as the other one. But still impactful. I think we found all weapon classes at this point. I can check by doing the equips to see. But let's read some of these scroll unlocks. So, the ancient Sammonite civilization. It seems that an ancient Sammonite civilization processing advanced technology once flourished here. Should head back to the city soon, but I want to investigate this further. And I need to send down a map detailing the islands to let others know that they exist. Oh, let me hit the new button to get to the next thing. The curtains fall on the Grand Festival. Oh man, it's hard to believe that this was about 2 years ago at this point. Our festival of unprecedented scale had sea life all over the world boiling with excitement. Deep Cut, who repped the festival's future faction, spoke positively about their loss. It's canon. Noting that, while bitter, even a loss can lead only to the future. For the group, and for all the Splatlands. Because if I remember correctly, it was Team Pass that won that. Go Team Pass, let's go. I'm gonna just verify because I can't remember fully. Let me see, Splatoon 3 Grand Festival. The winner was Passed. I was correct. I remember that being such a big deal, winning the final festival, well, quote-unquote final festival of Splatoon 3, because it was supposed to be the final one, and then they made 4 more after that for the different seasons, and then the Splatoon Raiders tie-in Splatfest. So it was the final Splatfest when you don't count 5 more. This series is known to do that. Splatoon 2 had a couple extra Splatfest after the final one as well, so nothing new there. Splatoon 1's the only outlier. Because when that game ended, release the Switch next. Like, we aren't looking back. Just move on. Because the Wii U at that point was very much dead. Need to find more fly fish. Alright, let's change our tank. At this point, I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to use the tactic tank and then go online for help. And then I'm going to... Wait, where's the other Splatling here? Yeah, this is the one I want. This is one I don't want to equip yet, because I don't have many things with a tether whale, but I'll have the other two. If anything, I don't think I want the auto trigger on. I think that's the one thing that's not really benefiting me at all. Wait, did that actually add a thing on here? 24, 24. No, I was going to say, no, that's a 0 point thing. Don't add on something that's free. Oh, yeah. And unfortunately, sorry, big man. You're not cut out for this. I'm gonna just swap the Shiver. I think she'll be the better call. Give me that help. Going back. It's time with the tactics tank. Oh, crap. This is gonna be like the stinking darts. Yep, this is the stinking darts. Oh, great. So, for those of you who haven't played Splatoon 3, you're not gonna understand my frustration. But if you have, this is the angle shooter. Angle shooter is known to be one of the worst sub-weapons in Splatoon 3 because of just how inaccurate it is. It's hard to get any shot down with angle shooter, and this thing is just that, but 5 lines. So I'm gonna have a hard time aiming with those, I guess. Let's do this, though. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? At least I'm not worried about targets that are gonna be moving around a lot. Because if I was doing this all online multiplayer against other people, ugh, this angle shooter would be really bad. Give me all the things. I wish these would drop material, though, for me, because I need the fly fish material. There, we're out of here. Doing good? That's good to hear. Raider so far has been good. As always. I've been really enjoying myself since starting this yesterday. I don't know how much further I am technically story-wise, because a lot of story things have happened, sure, but most of it is just, hey, we found things. Oh, cool. Because the story in this game is very minor until you get the big events. And the last big event was our thing we ended last night on. I should probably use one of my specials, but I kind of want to save it for the boss. Because that giant steelhead would definitely be a problem. There we go. Now level 3, and this is why I saved my Shiver. So, Showstopper's coming out here soon. Oh, crap. Get away, get away. Yeah, look at how much damage we're doing. That was only 2 cycles. That was really good. Nice. Here you got your PS2 in. So now you don't have to worry about the PS2 issues anymore. That's great to hear. I gotta update myself on the PS2 because I haven't updated a lot of the homebrew things on that memory card in a bit. And I know my Freema boot and such probably outdated. Alright, let's see. What is this blue fragment? Gee, I wonder if it's a piece of plate. This unidentified fragment appears to come from some sort of plate. But there must be more to it. You know, it can't just be a literal shard from a plate. Nah, man. And danger burst. A large explosion occurs when you're in danger. That's actually pretty helpful because that's better than the auto activation for stuff. What's my current thing here? Damage dealt increased 15. I think I want the explosion. You can try that for a bit, but to be fair, I'm swapping back to my speed tank because I gotta get the last thing on this mission. Now I can, now I gotta go back in solo because the help is disabled for 30 minutes. That's insane. So I gotta find a better weapon to use. I think I'm gonna try Blaster. This might not be the best call, but it is the call I'm making. Anything else I can put on here that I don't already have that I want? Emergency activation is 1 point, but would that even matter to change? I can change this, because I have literally 2 points to spare. I don't know if that's really worth it or not, but I'm going to try this kind of setup to see how that's going to play out. Alright, back in one more time. Yeah, a little short on 60 billion. We're going to probably be here for a little bit longer, maybe like another hour. And then we'll get another 50 million an hour. 50 million power eggs, that's it. The translation to gold is very bad in this part of the islands in particular, so it sounds big, but it's really not. That material drop? That's a weapon drop, technically. I was hoping for a material because I need more than those fly fish. I want to be able to do the weapon discard thing soon. I'm so close, but I just need more material. Man, that extra charge effect lasts so long now when I'm in the ink. That is so helpful to have. Let her rip. Hurry up. That does more when you have other people shooting at the head. It really does. It doesn't really pop in the same way as a normal steelhead. Nice. Okay, just a random shot. What did him in? Okay. Sure, we take those. Alright, so that's it for that den. So now I don't have to worry about going back there anymore. I am like, what is that? A handful of points away from another level. Are you kidding me? Oh man, think of the skill point. Bronze teapot. Wow, that's worth a lot. 25 mil. I meant to read that. I gotta go back. That's fine. Small explosion happens when you pick up mega power eggs. Interesting. Well, let's go see what the thing actually said. So, relic, teapot. Possibly a metal teapot cast using advanced technology. Oh yeah, the most advanced. Copper. A faintly sweet smell wafts from inside the pot. Maybe they were making like a sweeter kind of tea. Yeah, I still need the fly fish stuff. Alright, let's see. What else do we want to use now? Oh, this is different. We got an explosion. Fry, please be more careful with the crane controls. What for? It feels great to throw stuff around as hard as I can. That is not a good idea. This is a disaster waiting for to happen. I can't shoot them fast enough. Hang on. We have the better way of doing this. Haven't done this yet the whole time. It's kind of hard to hit them all at once because there's just not a great opportunity to do that. Not with this weapon. Alright, we have this crater, but I think it might make more sense to go to this den using a slosher. Because the explosher is slow, and that's good for fighting enemies. I don't think it's going to be great for exploration level. There's my level. Thanks, game. You know, I just realized, because I haven't played Side Order in about 2 years, so I had to think about this for a minute. When you're flying like that from, like, the bot hop and such, that is technically a thing from Side Order. They started that little flying thing in that DLC. I just kind of forgot, because, again, it's been a while. It's not been meaning to go back to it at some point, I just haven't had the time. Easy. Few more eggs and our power tank is upgraded. That's good. Because once this is upgraded, I'm swapping to the tactical tank so I can upgrade that next. Because that needs a lot more as well. Alright, let's use that level upgrade immediately. Let's see, what do we want this time? I think I'm gonna do more gadget parts. I'm starting to hit that point where I'm needing more points again. Like right now with this gadget I have... Not this one, you. Stop turning the vertical slash on, please. That's wasting a lot of my points. It's funny how that's better. By a decent chunk. No, I didn't mean to take that off. Yeah, no, we're good. Alright, cool. Now, I want to see, can I do anything better with this? Can I just, like, unequip it all real quick? Just want to see what it tries to put on here in the best setup. I think this is what I want. So I'm not really a fan of the top, but I think this shield would be better. But let me see if I can do something else with it. No, not that. I want the Scorch ability on it. That'd be good. Auto trigger hit might actually be useful for this weapon. Because it's a shield at the end of the day, so that might actually help. By like placement fixed in position. So you can, I guess, control where the satellites move. Range up, definitely want that. I gotta be careful how much I'm spending because I don't want to overdo on my resources. So I think that'll be it for now. I did notice it did not put on the auto trigger. That does not seem as good as I thought. Not too surprised, but I kind of want to have it anyways. All right, now let's see. What weapon do we want next? Let me filter it out by the types because I want to see. Do we have at least one of every type? Yes. So all these weapons are all the different types of weapons that you can get in the entire game, but that doesn't mean we have all variants of these weapons. Like, we only got a Squiffer and a Knee Leader. We don't have any other chargers yet, and there might be more. Oh, there is a tent umbrella. I didn't know it was a tent. I'll use that next then. Perfect timing. We got another den, so this is perfect to use it on. I do feel like the pace right now we have in terms of what we're doing, if you haven't really played Raiders in a while yourself, or you just haven't played it all yet, we're really not showing much story. So I do feel like in terms of like quote-unquote spoilers, you're not really having to worry about that, because there's not that much to spoil outside of the gameplay loop. So I feel like it's one of the more fresh kind of things to watch right now, probably. If that makes sense. Oh, yeah, I gotta rush. This is probably not a mission for this weapon. I just realized that. I gotta move, and I don't know if I can do this. That is not possible. I'll just go back to the hideout. You can't fail if you never, you know, finished. At least I keep my stuff, so it doesn't really matter I left. I'm gonna need a faster weapon. There's no way I'm doing that with Umbrella, of all things. I think a Jet Squelch will be the way to go, because that's fast. I didn't realize this was gonna be a gauntlet instead of just fight a horde of enemies. I have an idea of cheesing some of it. I just don't know if I can fully commit to this. Hang on. Go. It's gonna sacrifice some of my health, but that's fine. Pretty much, yeah. If you're not just doing the big missions in the game, really, because those are the ones that unlock more story, you're kind of left to just kind of do whatever you want. And you can play this game at your own pace, so you can do a lot of story or barely any at that point. Got it. Literally 1 second to spare, so that was a little too close. My skip there in the beginning did help, but it also did waste some time. So, unfortunately, all the time I could have saved from doing the skip, I think I burned by trying it a second time. There's another crystal. Now we're going to try a tent umbrella, because I thought I was going to be in that level, but no. Alright, let's go into our crater. Level 20. We're past that, so I should be fine. Big level, but we can kind of see it all right here in the beginning. So it's not like we're not able to know what's up ahead at this point. You get a good sneak peek of the whole thing. We can loop around if we go left. That was my plan. Dude, one thing I just thought about, it's gonna be so nice when I eventually make a whole series on Raiders, because you know I'm probably gonna be doing that at some point in the future on the YouTube channel. This is not gonna be nearly as hard as covering all the mainline Splatoon games. Splatoon 1, 2, and 3 with all their online events, they have been much harder to put together videos with over the years. A lot of specific things I need footage for that only happened once. But Raiders is just play at your own pace. I don't have to worry about very specific footage anymore. Just play it. That's cool. The most I gotta quote-unquote worry about would be online functionality, which is easy enough to get footage of. But it's not like I didn't play that Splatfest last weekend. Ah, crap. Now I don't have footage of the special Raiders Splatfest. Like, legitimately, I have filled hard drives with a lot of Splatoon footage because I can't get it any other time. I have, at this point, I think it's like a 2 terabyte full of Splatoon 1 and 2 footage. And then you get the 3, and I filled a 5 terabyte. That tells you just how much more they've done in 3. Because it's insane. Like, I love the events, don't get me wrong, but as a person wanting to make videos on them, it's kind of hard to get the footage. And I'm running out of space. It doesn't help how I'm recording them. That's somewhat my fault. Because I am recording at high bit rates. I know. That's not a good idea. I think I might want to turn off the shield that doesn't move perk, because this is not really helpful anymore as a shield. Speaking of events, I know that there's apparently not 1, but 2 Donkey Kong events this month, and one of them's happening right now. I'm glad to hear apparently the one that's happening right now is not that hard. It's apparently one of the easiest ones, if not the easiest, so I'll probably end up doing that over the weekend. Because this week is nothing but Raiders for me. But I gotta play some of that, I guess, over the weekend, because I just want my statues. I hate those events, but I do want the statues. And this one, I think, brought back Kiddy Kong, which... pretty significant. We haven't seen him since Donkey Kong Country 3. So, that tells you something. Destroy all the things. Are we done? No, we still have one more. And I think now we're done. Is that everything here, though? Did I not, like, miss anything? That'd be good if I didn't miss anything. I'm just gonna grab this, just to make sure I grab it. I know the game automatically collects the stuff, but I just always want to pick it up. Just to make sure I don't actually miss anything. Get it yourself. There we go, power tank is max, so I can upgrade this. Good. Oh, we get to combine things again. The Eclipse Shield. That looks pretty cool, actually. A mystical shield possibly showing the sun overlapping the moon. The two heavenly bodies are in harmony, complementing each other. That's a good compliment indeed. This looks really cool. Actually, I like this. It kind of, like, if I could spin it the right way, which is easier said than done, I can make it kind of look like a hat. Yeah, here we go. This is as best as I can get. So I can flip it like this, and then flip it like this. There you go. Now it looks like a hat. And we got another lifesaver perk. Cool. Is this a story? Oh yeah, there's some story stuff. It's been a while since we had a black hole. Oh, it's time. Oh man, wait till you hear what I found. Yeah? Don't leave us in suspense. I took a real close look at the map from my basement, and another page was stuck to the back. Come again? Well, what was it? A clue to the hidden gold? A map to the treasure tower? I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I thought we should take a look together. It looks like some notes about the map. But the most recent one is from 100 years ago. I'm surprised the page hasn't turned to dust. So this map was stuffed into a bottle that washed up on the beach. Probably by whoever wrote the note. I think it was sent from the I want to say hail. There's an H in it. Spiralite Islands. I'll catch myself eventually in this playthrough. It's certainly one way to communicate. But hold on, wasn't the original map ruined when it got wet? Hey, yeah. So this map must be a copy someone made on a new sheet. It says here someone found it after a storm, next to a weakened shark that washed up. A shark? A poor thing. I'm not seeing anything here about treasure. Although, what's this? Is it true? The very end where it says the sender was lost and never made it home? The note definitely said they planned to go back to the city. I guess that didn't happen? What happened on these islands? Hard to know, but this isn't helping us find the treasure, so we gotta keep digging. Anyway, you wanna rock, paper, scissors? Who gets to check out that scary new ping? Wait, now? I gotta get in the right headspace first. Too late! Rock, paper, scissors, throw! Alright, hang on. Who won this? Hang on. This was... I have to get the answer, because this was a Splatfest in Splatoon 3 in particular. This was the demo Splatfest, the world premiere one. And this actually has a real winner. So the winner will be... Wrong. Rock wins, technically, which was Shiver. But to be fair, we already had Shiver join us in one of these exclusive levels. So I figured it was Fry's turn next, but if she didn't win by using Rock, then this is canonically incorrect. Big Man seems kind of upset that he overthought it. There's no shame in losing to paper, which is what she was on the Splatfest, but at the same time, she loses too. Hey, it's decided. I'm coming with you. Can't wait to get to it, mechanic. You don't need to worry about a thing with me around. I'll take good care of you. Let good old Fry steer the ship to safety. Yeah, we're dead. If Shiver was playing, she would have definitely won, because she's the Rock. Of course, paper the scissors. The scissors would still win in this logic. I keep seeing you get stronger and stronger with every raid you go on. And I was wondering, what's your secret to self-improvement? I asked Fry and Shiver, but they just said the usual about be confident in yourself. Which is the complete opposite of advice from the survival guide I brought along. Could it be that I'm already as strong as I can get? No, I can't give up so soon. I'm heir to the Manta clan and their Manta dance showstopper. If I practice hard in the field, I'm sure I can make my own contributions to the showstopper. First, I'll focus on smooth swimming. Gotta make my skin as hydrodynamic as possible. Of course. Thanks for hearing me out, mechanic. I know just what I need to do. You're such a great listener. Well, here we go. Have this piece of paper, by the way. So now we got bonds up at all three. That's really good. So let's go first to the Horde, because I want to read our new scrolls. We got 3 things to read. So the Spiralite Island maps is first. This map, found in the Manta family's basement, shows the location of the Spiralite Islands. The notes accompanying it are more than 100 years old. Apparently, the sender never returned from their journey to the islands, and their current whereabouts are unknown. Next up, Sammonites and Spiralite. Spiralite seems to enhance the physical abilities of the Sammonites. The fact that so many strong Sammonites inhabit this area is most likely the result of the Spiralite exposure. The white crystals on their bodies, while apparently not a style choice, do seem to indicate their strength. Which kind of feels like a natural evolution in the same way we saw with the Octolings, or like the Altarians in particular, in Splatoon 3's single player of the alternate story, because of the fuzzy ooze stuff. They got more powerful. Well, presumably, they didn't really feel stronger to me. But they were more powerful, in quotes, because of the fuzzy ooze. And that's kind of the same idea in this game, with the spire-like crystals and Sammonites. And finally, we got our Manta Clan style setter. Big Man himself with his own little celebration. The current head of the Manta Clan assumed control at the young age of 16 with the support of his predecessor. On completing his inaugural performance, he offered a humble "Hey." He's now breathing new life into old traditions with projects such as popular manga contributions. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to be just writing mangas. Sure, that works. I love the key art for the stuff, though. It looks really good. Although, just looking at Big Man, he does strike me as a guy who would be really in the manga. He likes reading a lot of these books, so I'm not wrong. Alright, let's... At this point, finally, we can do the weapon scrapping upgrade, so let's do it. Whoever came up with scrappy weapons for Spirelight shards is a genius! Recycling is important. Breaking things to bits. That's your specialty, isn't it, Fry? It's time for these hands. The dreaded icons of destruction responsible for countless wrecked appliances and mics to shine. Maybe let's use actual tools. If you land a hand on this beauty, I will throw you off the ship and never look back. This thing is expensive. Do not break mics. Alright, now we can smash any weapon to... Huh? Is this the right tool for the job? Isn't it? You just spin the wheel and go. I bet Fry's already got it all figured out. Yeah, I'm itching to get started. Hey, mechanic, bring me a weapon you don't care about. On my way. Are you scrapping some weapons? Good idea. Scrapping weapons get you Spirelight shards, you know. If you're not using one anymore, go on and scrap it. If there's any prize weapons in your collection, lock them up with Y. Then you can't junk them by accident. That's what the lock's for. Okay. Because so far, we haven't found a reason for it. You can't scrap the weapon you currently have equipped, so at least there's that to note. So if anything, I should scrap like the low-end things. Like I got 2 of these, and I'm never using level 1 Wonder Wing Splattershot Junior. So I can scrap this. That gives me 75. Does it tell you how much you get? No, it doesn't really tell you how much you're getting until you select the weapon. So, scrap the weapons you don't think you're going to use. So if you're not a fan of very specific weapon classes, like you can't play Umbrella weapon, scrap it. If you're not going to use it, then it's better to transform those into crystals. And to me, I at least like to keep one of every weapon, just so I can have access to every weapon type. So that's important to me. But if you have duplicates of weapons and you just don't see yourself using the secondary version, like, look at all these, right? Like, I don't need all those Splatanas. I can scrap those and get some extra gems. But again, I would like to at least keep one of every weapon type, like the variant of it. So, I'm not going to be scrapping everything we see, because there's just no reason to do that. I think that'd be enough for now. That'd be 500 crystals at least. So let's go ahead and scrap them. That's going to give me a lot more back. Now, mind you, I don't think that's as valuable as you would think, but it does say weapon stash 58 of 300. So there is a cap of how many weapons you can carry in the game. So you'd be forced to scrap weapons at some point if you want to get new weapons to add to your arsenal. So I'm not finding this as super useful to get crystal back, because it depends on the weapon level. Like, this is going to give me more, I bet. This is going to give me a lot more because it's more rare. I imagine the more rare the weapon is, the more crystal you'll get back. So keep that in mind as well. But at the same time, you can get these crystals pretty easily if you're grinding certain levels, so it might not be as valuable for grinding purposes. But right now, it's pretty helpful. And let's power up the power tank, which will then give me the tank surge ability. The tank surge activates when exiting swim form after being submerged in ink for a period of time. When active, all damage increases by 20%. Wow, that's actually really good. That's better than the other tank that we have. And wait, what? The speed is already maxed? How? Okay. Well, that's one less thing I have to upgrade on the tank itself. Sure. Gadgets equipable to A. Equip one gadget and relic power. How do you do that part, though? Like that, I'm not 100% sure on now. I want to see the damage increase. So right now with this weapon, I'm doing... Get away. 2569 is the max damage. 30... Yeah, 3083. That's pretty good. That's really good just to have a random, like, bump. Now, I guess I have to still power up a little bit more. That's what this means. I can't do the next thing yet, so I have to get the power up on the power tank. While it's the other way around. So, okay. I get it. Now I see what these numbers mean. So, because I maxed out the speed tank earlier, which leveled it up, that's why this says max. So I don't need to level up the speed tank anymore to do the next level on the power tank. Because they share levels to a degree. That's why this one here with the speed tank, notice the eggs for the tactic tank, 17167. That's the same as the actual tank itself when I select it. So, from what I'm gathering in on the information here, they kind of share some of the leveling up system between the tanks once you level it up, and then it has like a secondary value to it. But as of right now, I don't need to level up the speed tank anymore to level up the power tank to a new level. But if I want to level up the speed tank, I need to level up that tactic tank. Because if I hit the 50,000 eggs I need for the speed tank, I still need the 30,000 in total for tactics tank, if that makes sense. It's just an extra level on top of a level. Also, before I forget, turn that off. I will forget that, and I definitely don't want that little issue later. I'm gonna see if maybe I can do stuff with the tether whale here. I can get an auto trigger. I mean, I'll buy it because I just want to have these specific perks even if I don't use them. Sprinkler, sure. That could be helpful just for movement. Can't get this because I don't have the fly fish bin stuff. Cooldown reduced. See, I don't have that many chips yet for this weapon. So I might as well just get what I have here that I can actually build. Because then I can combine that with what I already have. Again, I'm not going to use the auto trigger. I don't think the auto trigger is really that useful for almost anything, really. But yeah, everything else is set as good as it can possibly be. Alright. Also, I just noticed that... Hang on. New arrivals. Oh, I can't hit the button anymore, so it only showed up earlier. Yeah, we're going to take off the line crap. I'm good. That looked better than it actually is. I'll leave Big Man on, I think, for the moment. I've been really jiving with Big Man. But I need a new weapon. If we're going to do a story-significant thing, I need something better. I'm not going to use Temperella, because if it's anything like the last boss, this thing's going to hurt, and I definitely want something that packs a punch. I might want to do Mini Splatling. This does a lot real fast, and that kind of works with the tactic setup. So I guess that's probably what I'm going in with. Alright, let's do it. Now this is the story stuff, so if you actually didn't want to see the story stuff, maybe don't stick around for this next mission. To be fair, we're going to be wrapping up soon. So I think what we'll do is do the compass thing first, which gives you time. And then we'll do the little story significant thing. And then we'll probably call it from there, because I'll be playing more of this tomorrow. So if you want to see more Raiders, we'll be playing more of it tomorrow. Come on. There it is. Slice and dice. Back to the power tank as soon as I took it off. That's fitting. Oh, this has 3 dashes to it. Okay. That's kind of annoying. I don't know if I'd want 3 dashes on this hatchet. Like, it's good for movement, but then I can't use the hatchet immediately. How? How did that one not get hit? Fine, we'll do it again. Don't know how it didn't work the first time, but okay. I was off by, like, pixels. I've used this a lot, Fry. That's why I'm good with this one. Plus, it's very similar to a Splatana. So I'm also used to this because I've played a lot of Splatana weapons. Gonna reset. I gotta do this in a very specific pattern, because it won't work otherwise. There you go. Something like that. Yeah, the splash is pretty easy to use as someone who's played Splatanas before, because it's best to move forward and then do a turnaround if you want a very specific angle for your shot. So I'm used to doing that already, making that weapon a little bit easier to use. Some people might struggle, especially if you're not using motion controls, because it's really hard to do quick turnarounds without motion. That's why I keep on recommending people, try it. Just try the motion controls and see if it's something that clicks, because it makes these games so much better. It really is like you are unlocking a whole new way of playing by just having the motion, because you can't move this fast with stick control, no matter how much you tweak that sensitivity. I know it's not for everyone, especially for motion sickness reasons, so I get why people don't use it, but it's like, you gotta at least try it. If you haven't tried it and you're knocking it, then you have no right to complain. I'm sorry. You have to try something before you complain about it. Some people just like to complain. Alright, let's go ahead and do this big story thing. Let's fight another major boss. Oh, this is gonna be a fast deal. The Pain Course! That's a fitting name. So don't be in its line of sight, because you will just die. This thing moves very fast. There's only gonna be certain parts of its body I know it can damage. Don't know how useful the tactics kit's gonna be in hindsight right now. Got him. That's what you want to do, at least, with that little contraption he lets out. Or she. We don't know the gender of this specific pain course. They didn't tell us. Oh, it's getting aggressive, which means we need power eggs. I'm gonna need a faster recharge on that little string of mine. Okay, Fry special's ready. That's a good sign, but we also need a little bit more on the egg count. Alright, there we go. Drill attack. What are we doing? Oh, there. I was like, why aren't you shooting? Good amount of damage. Don't want to be stuck in that because that looks like a very dangerous stingray. Pay attention to that ink pack on the back to make sure I'm not running out of ink using the Splatling. Alright, it's on fire. I can't do anything else yet. Alright, drill attack, go! That's so much damage, just a little bit more. That is such a powerful blast. I'm glad we're nowhere near it. And GG's. That big old eel was nothing to my Splatling. Splatlings are so good. Now, I imagine there's probably going to be another song, so I'm getting ready for it now. Because if it's anything like the last time we got one of these, this treasure isn't going to be something that we're going to be taking with us. Instead, it's going to give us another clue. Way to go, mechanic! The two of us got this licked. And now the treasure is ours! Whoa, isn't this just like the one we found before? Just gotta get it to work. Let me at it. Oh, it moved. And here it comes. It's time for a performance. Does it want me to sing along? It's all performance. I think I like Shivers a little bit more, but that was still really good. There it is. Score 1 for us. It's all making sense now. Singing is the key was about the star projector. What's this constellation about? That spiral shape is making me dizzy. Sculpt the middle of the spiral. Is that the treasure tower? Forget that for a sec. Doesn't the stuff around it look familiar? Does it? I forgot. He's right. The day we flew to the Spiralite Islands, we saw this from the helicopter. Oh, you mean the fog swirling around that shiny gold light? Maybe that golden light we saw was the treasure tower. Think you're onto something. Which means the hidden gold is smack in the middle of Spiralite Islands. We know what we need to do. Get to that tower. Then money! So close on our level. think like one more level, like actual gameplay level, and then we'll get a level for the character. Then we got this thing, which goes together with the letter opener. Sure. The heck is this thing? Oh, hang on, title. Seasoned Explorer, let's go. Triumphant Bangle. It appears to be a special bangle awarded to a great champion. Wearing it presumably fills one with valor. If you flip it upside down, it looks like the Burger King crown. Kinda is like a Burger King crown, to be fair. I know it's supposed to be gold, but it kinda looks almost like cardboard. And I just noticed also, you can kind of go back and forth between what it originally was and then like the upgrade treasure too, by just going up and down on the menu. That's a good touch, so you can always go back and read the other treasure. Glass bottle splatter shot. I don't know what we have now. And now the showstopper power. This makes the gauge fill 9% faster, and the cooldown shortens by 3 seconds. So that's better than what we're currently using. It's the same idea, but better. We're back! Great work, you two. Not that I was ever worried. Really? Could have fooled me. Whatever. But, man, mechanic, I knew you were capable, but you blew me out way out there. I mean, literally, how many times did fly up in the sky? I lost count. That weird Salmonite didn't slow you down at all. I could learn a thing or two from you. You've hit your stride as a raider. Thanks to you, we know where to find the gold. So the hidden goal is right in the middle of the islands. Keep clearing the fog at this rate. We'll make it to the center in no time. Yeah, I'm ready to move on to the next one. After a quick snack break, of course. Well, don't rest on your laurels. I notice the Salmonite's getting stronger. There's something strange going on with these islands. It gives me the creeps. Always supposed to be over in the very back every time. Doesn't matter, because I can literally just go wherever I want. Actually, I probably should have been here first, because I didn't know I had a thing. Reward of 1,000 crystal. Let's go. My next thing is going to be 2 of those little shards. So, Constellation of the Spiral Tower. The constellation projected in Stoneuvan Temple? Interesting name. A tower that can be seen in the center of the spiral. And that's the same thing we saw in the cutscene. Mechanic ship. I know I can go level 3 now, so we're gonna do this. We have just enough of everything. Let's go ahead and construct that. Yeah, the middle of the island being the key is something everybody saw except these 3, apparently. Got some ideas to shore up to the hideout ship, huh? Makes sense with all the dangers ahead. Gotta keep our ship in shape. I approve. Let's push ourselves like we're about to cross the finish line and get it done. All right, that's good. Put it down here, mechanic. I think I might decorate here and there while we're at it. Pretty handy with a brush. Who knew that Fry was a brush main? Actually, what was Fry's weapon in side order? Hang on, I wanna look up. Let's see. Everyone had a very specific weapon they were assigned. And I can't remember what was Fry's. Let's see, side order. I don't know what to call it when I'm searching on Wikipedia here. Because I want to say Fry was a brush main from the game. I can't remember. Let me see. Auto brush. Trying to see whose specific thing this was. I'm not seeing it right away. No, that's Sheldon's palette. Okay, so it wasn't Fry. Who was Fry's weapon? Because she says she's liking a brush. She's not the brush main. Fry's palette was the Splatana. Close enough. Also, Big Man's gonna fall. Someone catch him. He's been falling this whole time as I've been doing my research. There's the little deep cut logo, and then the rest of the place. This is so much wider. That was worth the work. Our hideout ship looks spiffy. Comes a long way since we first crashed here. Now we can do more gadget parts, test range is bigger. New gadget and parts to develop. Good. I think we're done here. That was a good day's work. Catch you later. Are you sure about what? I didn't mean to go in here. That's fine. I'll just unlock the new worlds now. Here's a sneak peek of what's next. 2 treasure things. All right, let's go back to the shack because I want to see what else I can do here. When she said, I think we're done here, I think that meant maybe we're done doing the hideout upgrades because I don't see anything past level 3 right now. So maybe we're done with hideouts? We got another game here on the arcade, so let's just unlock that. Give me tons of targets. And I can do 2 and 3 moving targets now. So I might as well get the targets. And I think that's everything on test range. Everything now should be fully upgraded. It says there's another new thing here, but where? There's not. I don't think it caught up to me yet. In terms of the gadget, we got the torque screw. Nice name for it, but that's definitely not a torque. Like a real torque screw. We got the fly wire. Oh, that's just Zipcast. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna want that for the speed gear, because that looks fun. I love Zipcast. And we got the shell lacquer, which is a giant blast. I guess it's kind of the equivalent of like an Inkzuka, but much slower. Yeah, if anything, I think the fly wire is the one I want the most, but I don't have the shards. And I can get more things with these weapons. I'm just not gonna bother right now. I'm good. I'm good. Holy, look at the targets. There's so many in the middle. It's just a lineup of targets. You want to go bowling? Here's where you can do it. Jeez. And listen to that music. They installed... Wait, where did they get the speakers from? Man, the mechanic really is resource conscious. Like, just pull speakers out of nowhere. Do I have a base unit? Do I have the whole 5.1 surround on this base? Impressive of what this mechanic can build. Alright, let's go ahead and see what that arcade game is, and I think that'd be a good stopping point for the night. I want to see what the 4th game is. Yeah, this mechanic literally is just making everything out of nothing. And I mean anything. Alright, what's the landing game? Hang on. That's definitely not how you do this. I guess I gotta get over to the squid? Because I can't move anything else. Oh, this is awkward. Let me just start over. Because now I know what I'm doing. That count as a failure? Are you serious? Let me just reset again. I heard that. That was a stay fresh clip. No. It's so hard to control this thing. Just so fast. Like, you're seeing it turn on a dime. Just little micro adjustments. That's all you need to do. Just micro adjustments. Alright, now get in. And stage 1 done. There's 10 stages in total in this one. Coin and land... What does coin mean? I don't see any collectible in this. So when you say coin, I don't know where that would be. Good enough? I don't know what the heck they mean by coins. Now I got points for it. When you hear the stay fresh, that means the game started. There we go. This is very touchy. Wait, what do you mean 0 on landing? That was a perfect landing. Like, I'm right inside the squid. You can't tell me that's a perfect landing. You can screw off. That's not 0. What does that mean? Like, what do we gotta do to get a higher score than 0 on landing? Like, maybe I don't bounce as much? Like, that seemed better? Oh, screw off. Like, what am I doing wrong on landing? Don't hit the blades. Don't hit the blades. Oh my god, I'm gonna hit the blades! Oh, it sends you everywhere! I'm just gonna go up. I got my points. I'm good. Go this way. Oh, you can go past the ceiling in this. Alright, I was hoping that was not a thing. I'm throwing it all away on stage 6. Oh, dear god. Really? Don't know how that bounced up the first time. I don't think I'm winning at this rate, right? Oh no, like, reset my time. All right, every stage is 60 seconds, that's fine. Just wait for it to stop spinning me around, and then I can fly. These blades are so bad! Oh my god, dude. Like, this thing controls terribly. And when you put me next to a spinning fan blade, I'm just screwed. No. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. That's fine. I counted for that. I just gotta get out of here. Don't care about points, just get the ending. Can't move. This wind is so strong. I'm going the wrong way. This is so awful, man. The other levels were a cakewalk compared to stage 7 because the fan blades and the current is legit terrible to deal with. That's a C? I worked that hard for a C? Screw off. That game is rough, man. Like, that's the hardest of the 4. I'm gonna have to really practice that one if I want anything better than a C rank. Holy crap. I forgot this game had actual graphics for a second because I was stuck in that for so long. Well, either way, that was a good amount of rating today. We got another major story thing done. And we got 3 different level ups between the 3 different casts here. Oh, we got another outfit too. Nice. Got a lot of outfits too. But yeah, everyone's been upgraded at least to 1 level with their bond. So now it doesn't matter who you use, just use whoever you want. Keep on trying to upgrade the bond. I don't know how to tell how much bond. This is the one thing the game's not telling you what's leveling up, which is kind of annoying. It's just how much you use the character, and then it just goes up in the background. But I would love to see that as a proper numerical value. That'd be great. Oh yeah, let me look at the other showstop things. I think this is auto upgraded. Yeah, because I don't have to equip this. This is just auto upgraded. Cool. But yeah, now it looks like tomorrow we're going to be focusing on upgrading the tactical tank. That's going to be the big one I'm going to be using for a couple missions. So I need more eggs to get this upgraded. Because I want to unlock its power-up ability. And then from there, then we'll just use whatever we feel like. Because then I can just focus on speed or power. Because it looks like it's going to have another upgrade per... I don't know how many upgrades are in each tank. Because there's another thing past Super. So it's going to be Ultra. And then Mega Ultra. And then Super Mega Ultra. And we'll keep on like pushing that tape down the road until we get to a real finish line. Who knows? Either way, though, this was still yet another fun session of Raiders. And yet again, as I mentioned before, we'll be back tomorrow, last day of the week playing Splatoon Raiders. I want to do 3 days of Splatoon Raiders. Kind of goes with the 3 trend this game has been doing since 2022 with Splatoon 3. So we'll be playing it one more time this week, tomorrow. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see how much more story progress we can make, because as of right now, this is how our map's actually looking. So we almost did a full circle in the fog, meaning we're getting closer to that middle part here. So we still have more to go, but not as much as you would think based on how this map is looking. It's kind of small. If we can finish this in the 3 days for the main story, at least. I know there's a lot of post-game after this. That'd be impressive. I'm not banking on it, but I'm still going to be playing this for a lot longer to come, because so far I only feel like I've scratched the surface of Splatoon Raiders, especially given how we still have the spicy raids to do. I haven't even touched any of these really, outside of one. So I'll be doing more of this as well going forward too. As of right now, I'm just focused mainly on the story stuff. I want to see the story. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be doing more of that, like I said, tomorrow. So that's going to do it for tonight's stream. Hopefully people have been enjoying the Raider stuff so far. I noticed the big turnout when it came to the YouTube stuff in particular because yesterday was a big turnout. Today looks like an even bigger one, so I appreciate everyone who's been watching, even if you're not really a participant in chat. Just lurking in general, I appreciate you being there because this has been a lot of fun so far, and I'm glad to see my community has been really jiving with the Splatoon Raider stream so far. It's been a lot of fun, obviously. But again, we got one more this week, so I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Splatoon Raiders. With that said, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you back here tomorrow. Take care and have a good night, everybody.